So I've been um, playing with this group for a few years now. We've recorded some things, so if you want to go watch some old campaigns, they're on our YouTube channel. But otherwise, we're starting this game new. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into chats.
Not his keeper.
Hola, guys.
I mean, aren't you guys
Hello.
like soulmates? Hello.
No.
Also, you
I
guys are
talk to him less than
on
JD does.
stream right now, by the way.
What?
Yes,
What?
we're
I think he
live.
legitimately didn't. Oh, okay, there you go. That's the
Okay,
answer.
I'm going to
Weird, man.
I'm gonna play audio on the bot. You guys adjust the volume so you can it's
Alright.
appropriate to whatever you want.
No.
Mute it.
Thump. The thrum of your own heartbeat is all you can hear. Thump. Your bodies stay motionless in a weightless stasis. Thump. They smell worse than berry with wet floor.
Hey, I resent that.
Watch out, there's more of them. Ah, shit. Get down, now.
Oh, fire in the hole. Hey, watch where you shoot that. My hair's all singed.
Well, I mean, hey, I got them. And they're dead, so there's that.
Hey, die dank is de mor in de bevulde wal.
Oh, hey, Io is right. There's a hole behind that wall.
I don't like this.
Oh, that is not surprising, you old goat. Race you to the treasure, eh? What is this place? Looks bare. Like some sort of old lab, maybe? Doesn't seem to have been used in quite some time.
I will, looking upstairs.
Oh, hey, Hubert, look. One of those metal things that you make. Oh, this one's made out of wood, too.
What? A construct? Here? Where? Move! Don't touch it!
I was just looking.
Good. Don't touch it.
I wasn't going to touch it.
Good. Don't.
I wasn't.
Good. Keep not touching it.
What do you mean? What's inside the tube?
It's person.
Hold on, I'm coming. I'll check it out. What a day. Alright, let's see here. What the hell? There's 5 of them. Hey, Barry, I'm upstairs. I need your help. There's 5 people in these tubes. Quick, help me get them out.
No, don't touch them just yet. Mary, grab the warforged.
Oh, what a bust day has been. No treasure, still broke.
Dubal needs to be happier.
No, Dubal needs drink is what Dubal needs.
I'll make sure they don't wake up. Harry, drop off the warforged at the cart, come back, and help us load the rest. We need to get these guys to town.
The five of you wake as the sleeping agent left your system through the night. You slowly regain the use of your body. You find yourselves rousing in a small, quaint room lit by candlelight. You lay on simple wooden beds and simple linen sheets. The room is not as furnished as you're accustomed to, but as you try to think back on how you got here, everything is pretty much hazy. Um, the five of you, minus the Warforge, slowly begin to wake and go. Quick question: everyone heard that shit, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yep.
10 more minutes.
Oh my gosh. My head kind of hurts. Where are we?
Who are you?
Yeah. Who are you?
Who are you?
Don't actually know right now.
So currently, in the room there are five beds. Each of you in one. We'll go around and we'll take turns describing what our characters look like, starting with Kelsey.
Oh, okay. My character is pretty tall half elf. She's got like bright red curly hair, and yeah, she's pretty calm. I don't know if she's wearing her normal clothes, but pretty basic clothing.
Currently, everyone has on just linen tunics.
Okay.
Next, we have JD. Describe your dragonborn for us.
He's a tall, gold dragonborn, wearing linens, basic. He's like really muscular, super strong looking, very handsome.
For a dragonborn.
No, just handsome in general.
All right. Next to the dragonborn is the other dragonborn. Care to describe your character, Jake?
Yeah, you see a tall gold dragonborn wearing basic linens. Is very handsome, and he doesn't have. He's not nearly as muscular as the other gold dragonborn, but he's he's his eyes are very bright. He's kind of like he looks around the room with a more of a calculating gaze than the other one might.
And add a character. You guys decided to play twins, correct?
Yeah.
So are you guys identical twins?
Yeah.
Okay. So pretty much the two dragonborn look pretty much identical, except for one of them is a little bit buffer.
Yeah, it's just like the musculature is the only thing that's different.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Next we have the elderly man. Chris, care to
Yeah, you see
describe
a
a character?
older man. Can't tell if it's late 40s, early 50s, laying in those basic linens. His hair is shock white, almost like it's dyed, but it's totally natural. He's got a beard going on, and a pair of spectacles, I guess, hanging on a chain around his neck, if he still has those.
Okay. And last but not least, we have the
Yeah, I'm a fairly tall woman with dark brownish reddish hair. I'm about 5'9".
fair. So besides the five of you, there is currently a looks like a statue made out of metal and wood, currently just sitting in the corner of this small room in wherever you guys are. Travis, you're not online yet. I'll let you know when you're up.
Okay.
Does anybody remember what happened?
No.
Do we have would I have enough memories to recognize my brother, or is it more of just like, oh, you look like me?
You probably don't know what you look like right now. That's how bad your memory is.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
You guys look around the room. There is a small wash basin, a cabinet, empty if anyone cared to look inside. There is a grooming mirror and what looks like to be some sort of writing desk. There's 2 shelves. Not one of them currently stocked with like a small section of papers, 2 bottles of ink, and 3 quills. The other one has about 5 to 6 books. And you hear footsteps on the opposite side of the door, slowly approaching.
I'm gonna hide behind
About-
something.
Sure, you jump up and give me a stealth check.
Oh gosh. Okay. First roll, guys. Here we go.
Yep. The only place to hide is under your bed.
I want to look at the other Dragonborn.
Just gonna stand behind
Look
the
at the other
dragonborn.
dragonborn.
I'm
You
gonna
see
say,
a golden dragon.
I say, what are you beautiful creature?
Oh my gosh.
So
I look-
majestic.
I look back and I'm like, I don't know, but you're quite majestic yourself.
It's gonna be a Luke and Leia kind of
Yep.
situation.
It's gonna be
You
bad.
hear the creak of the door as it slowly opens, and you see a. Sure.
I was gonna say I attempt to slam the door back shut.
Sure. As you're getting up, you see a middle-aged man open the door. He has fresh linens in his hand, and he's kind of surprised. He's taken aback to see that you've all woken. He catches his composure. Oh, you're awake.
Yep.
It seems
How
so.
do you all feel?
Like we just woke up and don't know where we are or who these people are.
It seems our memories are missing or something. Is that from you? Did you do that?
I don't think so. I mean, I did bump one of your heads when you were moved here, but I don't think so. You were brought in by a group of adventurers about a week ago. At this point is when Travis, you come online. You see the what you assumed to have been a statue or some sort of decor, slightly erect himself.
Nice.
And now he becomes conscious.
Couldn't say without giggling.
Is there a chair in the room?
There are chairs.
I'm gonna hold up a chair like a lion tamer in front of him.
Sure.
And kind of in like a frightened state, trying to defend myself against the wooden statue monster.
As you reach for the chair and try to use it in some sort of defensive manner, basically as the Warforged as well comes online, the middle-aged man is also taken aback. Whoa! It moved.
Yeah, you saw that too, right?
I just look at the old man with the chair like, there's no need for that, elder one.
They talk too.
Oh, I see. Are y- are are y- are you all friends?
Friends.
I don't seem to hold any particular animosity towards any of them, but I also don't remember, so.
What is this place?
It is my inn. Welcome.
When and how did we get here?
Oh, like I was saying, about 2 weeks ago, a group of adventurers brought 5 unconscious people, and I thought that was, and he points to the Warforged, some sort of statue. Um, you seem to have been unconscious. They said they found you in the ruins up north. Um, they left you here. They gave me some money to tend to you unconscious fine fellows. But
Did
yeah,
you get their
I thought you
names?
were. Oh, I got the one fellow's name, the little gnome, Cuban, Cubert, Q something.
So you got half a name.
You
Uh,
got a letter. You just
they
got a
s-
letter.
they said they'll be returning within maybe 2 weeks. They just had to go off to the island. But I was just meant to look after you until they returned. But apparently you're in much better stasis than your status than you.
So did they say they put us this way or that something put us this way?
Oh, they said they found you.
Mm.
Does anyone seem to have any like obvious injuries on them?
You can look if you want.
Yeah,
Give me a perception.
perception.
Sure.
Uh,
You take a look about the. They don't visibly have any wounds on them. But they do have some sort of well, what you can see, the 2 females in the room, they seem to have some sort of marking on their left shoulder, like their shoulder blade. You can only just make out like the tiniest fraction of it. In order to get a better look, you're gonna either have to go up there and move the linen, or ask for permission.
I would just walk up to them and try to get a better look.
Sure. The Warforged approaches. Which one are you approaching first?
Uh,
Half
what
elf.
what races are they? The half elf.
There
elf
is
Yeah.
there's a tall half elf, and there
Uh-huh.
is a how tall is your orc, Mandy?
I think we're about
5'9".
the same height.
So they're the same size. One's an orc, and the other is a half.
I'll go towards the half elf and just I have to like hunch over because I'm super fucking tall in this room.
This
But
large wooden metallic creature slowly lumbers towards you. He bends over, and what do?
Just gonna like lean back.
there's a mark on your shoulder.
Wait,
The other female has it too.
what? I'm gonna turn to one of the guys and see if they have a mark on their shoulders.
Their linens are their builds are very weird. You can't you don't see any markings unless you would. You
Yeah,
probably have to.
I'm gonna shrug it off and look.
Yeah. So you take off your shirt. You too have a marking on your left shoulder blade.
Interesting.
Everyone, give me open up your character sheets and link me your languages.
Wait, what? Why did you add all this stuff to me?
Oh.
Why do I speak Mulder?
Yeah, I speak Gino. I thought this was racist for a second.
Oh no.
Sorry.
Okay. So the Warforged will know, or you will notice that these markings, they're actually in primordial, and they are numbers.
Oh yeah, I had primordial on there before.
Are all these identical or are they different?
They're different.
Your scales. It's magnificent.
I am scared.
I don't. So okay. So these people found us, and we had these markings on us already, And then they just like ditched us in an inn, and
Oh, he said he's return. They're returning within 2 weeks. I I don't think they thought you would wake by then.
Did
I
they
mean,
say
it's
where they
kind of
found us?
convenient that we woke up in 2 weeks when they said that they would be back. So
Oh no, they're returning in 2 weeks time. It
so
was
4 weeks.
4 weeks. They would return in a month.
They said they were
Um,
going back.
they they stood over you for 4 days, but the weird one with the horns, she said that you might not rouse for some time.
And this island that they've traveled to, this is where they said they found us?
Oh no, they found you. There apparently is a set of ruins in ruins in the forest to the northern east of my little inn. Um, I assume you don't know where you are.
No.
No, I don't know many things right now.
I am in a tavern.
Do you have a map?
Ooh,
Because
a map.
perhaps these
Oh
ruins
sure,
might hold more of our
he'll
memories.
open up his map. You're currently residing in Keld's Wall, um, which is to the west of well, I guess all the ranches here in Locust Brook in the Misty Forest.
Hmm. So here.
Does any of that ring a bell to any of us?
Nope.
no.
Nope.
Sh- should we
I
go
figured.
find the place where they found us, or should we find the people who found us?
When will they be back?
2 weeks?
They said 2 weeks.
Oh, they said a month, but they left us here 2 weeks ago.
Correct.
So in another 2-ish weeks.
Yes,
they
perhaps
return.
perhaps we could travel to these ruins that they said they found us in, and they may have more information on who we are. Because I don't know about you all, but I can't even recall my name.
Oh yeah. What is my name?
That is odd.
What did they do to us?
How do we all know each other?
The better question right now is, where are all of our things? We're all wearing this same uniform essentially,
Oh,
so we didn't have nothing.
you were all naked when they brought you in. Those are my linens that you are wearing. You may keep them.
I don't
I
like
feel as
this.
though I don't normally wear clothes.
So they brought us here naked? Like they traveled with a. That's creepy.
Well,
Yeah.
you were blanketed. It is very cold this time of.
What time of year
But
is it?
oh, it's currently fall.
I'm very distressed that I don't know that already.
It's the more you try to think about it, you start getting headaches. You want to recall any bit of information. You're frantically grasping, but the memories are just not there.
I'm gonna point to the two Dragonborn. Well, you guys are obviously related, right? Because you look exactly the same. So, do you remember anything about each other?
That's exceedingly racist.
What? It's not racist.
I
Well,
look
they
at the
don't
other
look exactly
dragonborn.
the same. That one is much more physically fit.
I don't.
Hmm.
Yes, I am. You
I
see
go.
his.
I go over to the mirror.
Mhm.
I'm standing at the mirror right now, just gawking
You
at
both
myself.
huddle over to the mirror. You look almost identical, except that one of you is a little bit more muscular.
And we now have numbers on our back.
You have some sort of primordial marking on your back. The Warforged, I don't think, has related information yet.
Oh, I thought I did. Okay.
Oh,
Well,
yeah,
being that there,
I would have said that. Yeah.
I mean, there's
Okay.
two people in with shirts off right now. I think we can probably see it in plain sight.
Yeah.
Are they all
Well,
the same number, or are they different numbers on
they're all different.
Okay.
You in person. Do you know what this is? Pointing at one of the dragonborn symbols.
Um, No. What is it?
I'm asking you that question.
It's
Oh, no.
primordial.
What does it say?
They're numbers.
Ugh.
This is a very useful woodman.
I believe we've been branded.
I mean,
So what number are we all?
What numbers are we?
Who are you looking at?
I'll start with myself.
You take a look at yours, and yours is 14.
14.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Any the Dragonborn, both of them.
The two Dragonborns you look over, the muscular one is 7, and the thinner one is...
you broke up
What?
on that. The last one.
Sorry. The muscular one is 7, and the thinner one is 4.
So 14, 7, and 4. I'm not sensing a pattern yet. What's everyone else?
You take a look at the half-elf woman. She is 3. You take a look at the orc. She is 2.
Okay, so we're in order. So maybe there was a bunch more of us, and only the 6 of us got rescued.
Perhaps. This is what
Could
one
be
of
up
the
to
reasons I
14
believe
if-
that these ruins they hold more information.
And did you want to look at Chris's?
Sure.
He's 0.
0?
Maybe it's a rating system.
Yours says 0.
Well, 0 comes before everybody, so that's me. I am oldest.
It is also used for worthless.
Oh.
Oh,
Well,
damn.
worth degrades with time. Yeah.
Huh.
Depends on the thing.
Well, if we went mountain climbing, I'd probably be not great.
Yeah, same.
Unless I was a mountain climber, then that's different.
So, should we go figure out what happened to us, or should we wait?
I don't know how I feel about going into ruins when I'm wearing this.
It's true, we don't really have much stuff. You think they took our stuff? Did we have stuff?
Oh no, you were, like I said, you were naked. Maybe
Well,
they
that's
took it
when
while
they
you were
brought
there,
us here, but we could have had stuff before they even got here, and they took it.
Perhaps Tavern Keep. Would you be willing to?
I have no
Would you have any?
diving in.
Or innkeeper? Would you have any work perhaps we could do for exchange, just so we can perhaps equip ourselves?
I
Or do
guess
you know
you
of any?
can shovel the stables. I really don't require more help here. But I'm sure you could find work elsewhere.
Would you be able to do a charitable donation?
No.
Now, you said that the adventurers paid you to take care of us during the time they were gone.
And we woke up early.
Correct.
We've woken up early. Perhaps we could have the gold that they've left for those extra days. You said 2 weeks.
The money was for your rooms and for the clothes.
Right.
And for food if you wake up. By the way, are you hungry?
Yes.
I haven't eaten in quite some time.
Yes.
I'll go in.
Now that I think about it, yes, I am quite hungry.
Oh,
I can't
No,
think.
I feel fine.
of course. Let me get you some stew.
Does
Please.
anybody know what their favorite food is?
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Everything.
I'm not sure I eat.
I probably like cake.
Maybe you should try, though, just in case you do eat.
Of course you eat. Everyone eats.
See the difference between him and us, and I knock on the construct person. It appears that he is made out of not skin and bone.
Oh,
That
he's
is an
just,
astute observation.
he's just wearing armor.
Why would he? No. He is naked.
No, they
Like
took all of our
us.
stuff.
Right.
Oh,
I'm gonna
maybe he should
try
have
and
a
take off
shirt.
his armor.
Are you saying I should have a shirt?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to stand there naked.
I just looked down at myself like,
You're currently metal and leaves and wood, and that's all you see.
please stop touching me.
Well, I'm just trying to see what you looked like under this.
I don't
I don't.
That's
think-
what I'm saying. I don't think that he has an under this.
I'm gonna take the shirt that the other guy took off and hand it to him.
Uh,
Here you go, just in case you want it.
DM, he dropped off linens, right? Which means more clothes, or is it just bed linens?
He dropped off more linen, yeah, like more clothing. He
I
was
grab a-
it looks like he washed it and was gonna put him in the drawer.
I grab a pair of pants and I try to help the Warforged put them.
These pants don't seem to be the right size for this very large Warforged.
I do not believe I want to wear clothes.
Oh, you know what? These pants
fair.
don't seem to fit. We might have to do the toga option.
He
I take a
just...
sheet and I wrap it around him.
I'm not sure I like you.
I'm just trying to help you blend in. That's all.
That's fair. Although I don't think wearing a sheet around town is gonna help
Yeah.
you blend in.
Yeah, I think he's fine the way he is.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right.
I mean,
So-
clothes would look weird on a tree, right? So
But if it became normal, it wouldn't look weird. You just run around putting clothes on trees.
A trendsetter. That's what he could be.
A
So,
tree
do you
sitter.
do you think we all knew each other before this?
I don't see how you guys would know me unless you were being tutored or something. I don't. Have you looked at me recently?
Are you a
How would you
teacher?
know? You could just be some old man.
Right. That's what I'm saying. You're all pretty young and spry. I don't understand how we could even know each other.
I don't know.
Do your people kill their old, or do you expect us to never have seen an old person before?
No, I mean, like, I just assumed that maybe I wouldn't have been. You look like you might have been out and about and doing things, and I'm old, so I probably would be sitting around doing nothing.
I don't know if I'm old or not.
I would suggest we hold off on assumptions before we have more information to make them. I believe I have some connection to this other Dragonborn, however, that cannot be certain.
I definitely feel something between us.
You look exactly the same. Of course you do. I don't think I'm related to any of you.
I believe I am also not related to any of you.
Yeah, it's just a hunch, though.
This is very disconcerting, though, having no memories of our past. But at least we aren't alone in this, so that's comfort.
It's true.
So, should we go find the people who brought us here, or wait for them, or...
We have 2 weeks before they return. I say we
Try to make some money.
should try to equip ourselves better, and then perhaps go investigate the ruins that they found us in.
Well,
We need to
You
start
hear knocking
picking-
on the door, and you see the old man approach now, with carrying a tray full of stew, bread, and dry meats, and he sets it down on one of the tables. Oh, here you are. I'll be right back. Would you prefer milk or water?
Water.
Ale.
Yes.
Probably
I
some
have
water
some.
to help clear our mind.
Right, I'll be
Yeah,
right back with that.
whatever.
And he
well,
hurries off.
I think we should try to talk to the people who brought us here. We don't know the dangers of where they found us.
It's true. I mean, we do have a free room.
We could
Although
just end up...
they could have ponied up for 2 rooms. I'm just saying.
If we go back there, we could just end up like this again.
Yes, but I believe that finding the truth, we need to follow our tracks backwards. However, we should
But we
be
don't know them.
wise about the course. We don't know any of. Well, we know only of the ruins that they found us in.
We don't, though. Do you know where it's at?
He said he just told us it's to the what was it northeast?
Yeah,
Mhm.
northeast is a lot of space.
I'm sure we could get more detailed directions if we ask.
Mhm.
Let's take a step back here for just a minute and just small bites, guys. We don't know where we're coming from. We don't know where we're going, and maybe we just take a minute, right? We don't even know what town. Well, we know what town we're in, but just
We
let's
don't know
let's
where
make our
that.
way out
Well,
the front door first, and then we'll determine where we're going from there.
well, we know the name of the town we're in, but that means nothing to us.
Yeah, I don't know
Right.
where this is.
We don't know what's going on where we are. I've never seen any of you before, so maybe take a step back here and take it a little slower than just let's go to the room.
Well, doing nothing will also give us nothing.
But
Well,
doing nothing for a few hours will give us a second to kind of figure our lives out.
we're lucky enough to have rooms for the next 2 weeks, so we can find some work in town, and then make some money, and then we could suit up, and
Exactly.
then
As I had said, if we need to do exactly that. I'm not
Oh.
saying we go tramping about in the woods wearing nothing but linens.
No, I mean, like, do you know how to fight? Do you know how to flee?
There's one
Do
way to
you know
find out.
anything?
The elderly gentleman he comes back up with 2 pitchers of water and like a small jug,
Okay.
and he places them on the table, and he takes out a bunch of mugs, and he also places those on the table. Perfect.
Oh, is that the ale?
Yes. He grabs one of the chairs, and he brings it a little closer towards the beds where you guys are, and he sits down and he plumps himself, and he says, "Please enjoy the food."
Why are you sitting here?
Well, that
Do you,
you just
do you
awoke.
do you commonly watch people eat?
Oh no, in case you require anything else. And he kind of takes out his pocket watch, and he looks inside, and he says, I don't open up for another hour and a half. You take
We'll
a
need
look
more
outside now, and it's not even dawn yet. Oh, more food! Oh, of course.
I-
Just get. I'll get some more bread and some more dried meats. And do you like
Thank you
cheese?
very much.
I
Sure.
lean over to the other Dragonborn and I say, I don't know anything yet, but so far I'm learning that I don't like that one. And I point, and I like nod, I like nod over towards the.
Oh man.
Oh, he seems harmless.
We'll see.
You should respect your elders.
Which
one of you are
older?
We don't know.
We don't know. Perfect.
Definitely don't know. How can
I
we
wonder
be
if there's.
sure that the group that brought us here like didn't do this to us? Like maybe they lied to the old man or the tavern
Well,
keeper.
why wouldn't they have just killed us if they had done this to us?
Maybe they're gonna sell us off to somebody, or I
It
don't
would be
know.
unwise to leave us here, though.
I mean,
Maybe
I think these are brands, so maybe
see.
maybe they got us from someone who owned us.
Maybe they bought us and they're gonna take us back to their something and make us slaves or something.
I do feel like I would be worth a lot of money.
You see, the problem with that is, again, I am not worth a lot of money. I can't.
I'm sure you can do something.
I can probably write.
That could be
Probably.
useful. Words can do a lot of damage.
You know what? We don't even know what we're capable of doing.
We should give each other names. Because I mean, like we've halfway introduced ourselves. I mean, we don't know what to call each other. Though.
Again, you hear a knocking at the door. Oh, I brought more food. Here, I'll lay it over here.
Please don't fight over it this
This
time.
is some very delicate cheese. Made it
Ooh.
myself. I'll get you some knives. Would you like me to toast some of the bread?
Yeah, I think.
Oh,
I
yes,
don't know.
splendid. Splendid. I will be right back.
Why are
He
you
leaves once
running
more.
towards the food?
I'm gonna walk out the door.
Sure. You
Just
walk out
take a
the
look.
door.
Just
You
take
take
a
a
look
look.
at what's there.
You see a hallway with 3 pictures of some farmland, some fields. The hallway is pretty much barren outside of a small little table with a vase and a single flower, and a small red maroon rug that leads from the hallway all the way downstairs and winds again and it sits on the landing, and then another set of stairs that goes even further down, what you assume to be the first floor of the inn.
Oh, don't go too far. There may be stairs. Do you need help?
No, I begin walking back into the room. I just wanted to, we've only seen these 4 walls and that door and that man.
That's
Did
very
you
true.
forget how to use stairs?
What if this is the trap or the cage for the people who bought us and he's just trying to trick us?
And that's what I was thinking.
I mean, paranoia probably isn't going to help us too much, but you may be correct.
Paranoia can keep you alive sometimes.
Yes, alive but alone. Is there a window in our?
There are 2 windows, yes, one to the east and one to the south.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the window and just kind
Sure.
of look around.
Yep.
Look outside. And
It's
see.
still
I know
dark.
it's morning.
Yep. It's still dark. Yeah, the sun is just starting to come up. You take a look around, and to the east of you, there seems to be like in the distance you see rolling hills and then just forest.
Interesting. Seems to be wooded. Mostly wooded area.
I think it would be best if we get jobs, get some equipment, and check out these ruins.
Yes,
That's what I said.
Information while we're at it. What is this place called? Where are we? What is this continent? Perhaps.
What is the
Find out
world?
the ruling class.
What if we break a law that we didn't even know was a law because we don't know the laws?
Luckily, this place seems to be a fairly small hamlet that I doubt that they would be overly well guarded.
Take a look about. It's not a hamlet. You see that this is a walled, like a walled town.
Yeah, giant city.
It's a little
Suddenly.
too dark to make out the details, but it's by no means a hamlet, and it's not a giant city.
Okay.
Should
Maybe
the innkeeper leave
I
or
was
stay in
looking at the
room?
wrong window.
The innkeeper went back downstairs to get knives for the cheese, and he went to make some toast. As
Okay.
per your request.
I'm gonna start nibbling on food.
Sure. So you see a small cooking pot, and he laid out 5 bowls for you. The dragonborn, one of the dragonborns, is already feasting on stew and bread and ale. You have some. It's pretty good. It's very tasty. Very hearty.
I think I like this stew. So
I think we need to go out the door and explore a little bit. So
I think
eat
so
up
too.
and
Although
go
part of
look
me is very
what we-
scared to go outside because who knows? It's out there.
I mean, there's no reason not to risk it. Knowing nothing is worse than dying, one might say.
I go walk downstairs.
Yes, let's go.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, okay. Let's
As you're walking
But the food.
down the stairs, you smell the you smell burnt toast. As you come down,
guy.
you see
I'm having a
the
stroke.
elderly man. Yes, you fall down the stairs and you die.
As long as it
Due to
doesn't
a
smell
stroke.
like almonds.
The old man needs a cane.
You see him kind of hunched over the hearth, who currently has some sort of poker in his hand, and he's kind of just maneuvering the bread around. Oh, you're up.
Yeah, we're just gonna go on a brief stroll just to stretch the legs. You know, we've been in bed for a few days.
Weeks.
How large is this town?
Oh, it's fairly big. We got a population of 500.
Okay, fairly big is 500. Good to know.
We saw the walls. Is there some common threat around here?
Oh no, there used to be raids of goblins about 80 years ago. And a fellow by the name of Cled came by here and instructed the people to build a wall, and he was one of those druid fellows. And he points to the outer layer of the wall, and you see now, as the daylight is finally broken, you see the reason why this is called Green Wall is because the whole wall is covered in moss and thorns.
Oh.
Yes, haven't had any goblin issues for the last 50 or so years.
Nice.
Well, I suggest that 4, 2, and I go try to get jobs with manual labor, as we are quite strong.
Oh, yeah.
Who was 4? Who's 2?
Yeah. Can we
I'm 2.
we need to write like a secret code on these so we know what number's numbered. I'm 3.
Again, why don't we just
I'm
pick
14.
names?
We did just now.
Kel's is 3, JD's 7, Jake is 4, Manny's 2, Travis 14, Chris is...
Are you upset because you're 0?
No, I just.
Oh.
You can see using numbers is kind of degrading, don't you think?
We could call
No,
him
it's
Zed
fine.
instead, so it sounds kind of like a
Well,
name.
Until we have until we know our old names, I mean, I believe this is a fine substitute.
I agree.
DM, that was a little fast for me to write down.
Sure thing. Kel's is 3, JD is 7.
There you go.
There you
There you go, somebody wrote.
Thank you. Wait, who is me in this? Oh, JD, okay.
It's JD. God damn it, JD.
What a dick.
JD, do you need to pee?
Yeah.
Not yet. I'm getting there.
Bathroom break number 1.
All right.
Just making sure.
And you, old man, maybe you should stay here and rest up a bit. Those stairs were quite steep.
He kind of looks at his
Oh.
pocket watch. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, I'm gonna open soon. I gotta make sure I gotta give everyone their morning call.
I think I'm okay. I mean, I can move pretty
Oh,
fine.
do you all require keys for the room if you're venturing out?
That would be fine.
Do we have
yes.
pockets?
Yes, I would probably.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
linen
Okay.
clothing hippo.
How much linen clothing does he have to put on before it counts as armor?
A lot. Then you have to boil it, and then you.
How
have
many
to,
T-shirts do I need before it'll stop a bullet?
Yeah.
It depends. How much CO2 do you have?
Let us venture forth.
Yes.
We'll explore
So-
this
Oh,
town.
do you have
He
a
hands you-
walking
he
stick
hands you
or
the-
a cane?
No, I'm sorry. I mean, there are woods to the east of here. Find a stick.
Do you need a walking stick or cane?
No, I just thought maybe it'd be nice to have one.
Could just like lean on somebody.
Well, I can't. That's not the same.
I will carry you.
Oh, okay.
Pick
It
him
is
up.
decided.
Piggyback
Give him a
ride.
piggyback. Yep.
I try to steer him with his ears.
I don't
Don't
have
have
ears.
ears.
I have sound holes.
I go to grab and I'm like, oh, no ears.
Gross.
How do I steer?
Just you don't.
Just tell him where
Right.
you want to go.
Yeah.
This is strange.
Let's go.
So he hands you the keys. So he hands each of you one silver key. They all have the number of the room, which is 13. There's small little tags attached to them. He says, "Oh, please don't lose these. I want to need these back when you're done with the room." But yeah, feel free to explore.
Okay.
Did we get his name?
Nope, you did not.
Okay, what is your name?
Oh, I'm Liam. Nice to meet you.
Liam. Okay. You as well. And what is your inn called?
Oh, well, why don't you take a look at the sign? He
Look.
kind of puffs his chest.
What does it say?
It says the Sleeping Caffin. There's a very cute carving of a calf.
Oh. Did
I
you
did
make
that
the sign?
myself?
Oh,
You
that's so
sure
cute.
did.
Well, now we know what to ask for if we get lost.
Stay safe.
Goodbye.
I
Not
start
goodbye,
walking.
farewell.
Are
I
there
start
any
looking straight for the wall.
Are there any open container laws in this town?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the tree man.
Me as well.
So you make your way towards the wall. So you take a step out on this fine misty morning. You take a look about. You already hear the hustle and bustle of people. You hear the anvil being worked near the eastern wall. You hear the clopping of horses as a man currently leading two mares to what seem to be the stables. It seems that people have already, risen and started their day. You see a handful of buildings directly in the center, kind of like shaped in a semi-crescent layout. There are currently three walls, one to the east, one to the north, and one to the west. The south is currently bare, but it's kind of just occupied by a small set of like a small series of docks and what seems to be the ocean. You two wanted to approach the wall. Is that what you?
Yes.
Which wall did you guys want to go to?
Whichever was closest to the inn.
Sure. So you head over to the eastern wall. The wall itself is about 20 feet high. You see stairs leading up to what seem to be some sort of like stations up top on the wall. And you take a look now, and you see two guards patrolling the wall top. They are clad in chainmail. They have spears and a very flat-looking helmet. They're embroidered in red and gold colors. Currently, there are two stationed at the eastern wall. The wall itself, on the inside, seems to have some sort of overgrown moss and some sort of thorns, just zigzagging through, like the brick itself. What did you wish to do?
I put my hand on the wall and just kind of.
The wall is a wall.
This is fascinating.
I don't think. Does your Warforged have the sense of touch?
I mean, I'm assuming he has some sort of
Sensory effect?
sense. Yeah.
The wall feels cold.
This is fascinating, though. This giant green wall.
Well, it was made by a druid, supposedly.
A druid.
Mhm.
That would take a long time to make.
I'm not really sure what a druid is, but Apparently, they can grow green walls.
I like this wall.
It suits you. Stone and plants.
Thank you. Is there anything else you would wish to see in this town?
Yeah, the rest of it.
Okay,
We
let's
have
do
we have
that.
a whole day.
Yes,
Are you getting tired?
No?
Seven.
Hmm?
I guess 7. Are you getting tired? I'm gonna call you different. No, I guess 7. But Are you? I mean, you're carrying me.
Mm-hmm.
I can walk.
Oh,
I'm going to feed my cat because he's being a pain in the butt. You guys can either take a break. I'll be back in like 5.
all right, Travis.
Travis.
The Dragonborn looks at you, and he says, "I don't know what happened to you to make you this way, but I swear, I'll right the wrong that's been done. We'll get you your body back."
What?
Perhaps he was once a majestic dragonborn like us.
Yes. To fall so far when you were once a glorious golden god.
You think an awful lot of yourself.
What?
What if he just wanted to be human?
I don't know why anyone would want that.
That sounds like a fate worse than death.
I'm pretty sure most humans don't want that.
I mean, I feel like I belong in this body. I just don't know who I am.
Makes sense.
I wonder if you were crafted by someone.
I don't know.
If
Maybe.
so, they may have left a maker's mark on you somewhere.
Yeah, it's right there, and I point to the number.
Maybe we made him.
I don't
Maybe-
think that's a maker's mark.
Maybe it belongs to us.
I don't think he
He
belongs to
doesn't
anybody.
belong to anyone. Right, exactly.
Yeah.
I do not believe I belong to anyone.
I'm
Well,
assuming
you don't
he's
have
a
to
he.
believe it.
I mean, do you want to be called he, or do you want to be called she, or it, or...
What are your pronouns?
They,
I do not believe it matters much.
ma'am.
Yes, it doesn't care.
I think we'll just call him 14 then.
Yes.
That is my number.
Do you
For
think
now,
these
it's your
numbers
alternate.
perhaps were the order in which we were worked on or had something done?
I don't like that idea at all.
Well,
Then 0 would be a prototype.
Yes.
well, he does seem to be the oldest.
It's true.
Maybe they messed up, and that's why he is the way he is.
I would ask how old the rest of you are, but I don't think anybody knows, because I don't know.
I don't know if I age.
I know that I'm definitely in my prime.
Do you think there are more of us and they just found the 6 of us?
That was my thought.
That's the one reason I wish to return.
Why else would the numbers go up to 14?
I don't know.
There's some numbers that I'm missing, the 1 to 5, 6. Might be worth it to. I think that they may be what's more in those ruins.
Yeah.
Well, we should definitely get jobs then to equip ourselves.
Yeah, that makes sense. I wonder what I can do. Like, I don't know if I can fight.
I mean, I feel pretty strong. I might be able to fight.
Yeah, you definitely look like you could fight.
17, I think, also is, or 7, seems also to be very strong. He has the muscular build of a warrior.
Mm-hmm. That I
It's true.
do.
He did pick up the old man.
I doubt I'm made for such battles, but
I'm not
No.
sure what I can do.
Do you think we can do magic?
there's no such thing as magic.
Yeah, what's that? What is this magic?
Magic's so silly.
I don't know. We could probably do anything.
Try to fly.
What if we were an adventuring party?
I guess. I don't remember having any adventures though.
None of us remembers anything. I mean, that's just how this is.
So it's decided then. 2, 4, and I will get some jobs doing manual labor, and maybe 14 as well. 0, you should get some rest.
But he can do work. He said he could write.
Conserve your strength.
He could like
Yes.
write as somebody like dictates and
You may
stuff.
only have a short time left.
He probably has arthritis.
I'm fairly spry. I mean, I am
Seems
okay.
fine to me. He doesn't even really seem that old.
Predators target the old first.
Mm-hmm.
We're not going on an adventure right now. We're looking for jobs.
Here, I'll find the old man a job.
Yes, that's what you
find
can.
myself a job.
Maybe it's like a babysitter.
Yes,
Babysitter.
3, your job is to keep track of 0.
Well, oh, okay.
What job would I have?
We'll figure something out. Probably manual labor.
You look like you might be good at picking things up and putting them back down.
Just
Mhm.
don't
You
make
might
him
be able to
chop
work in a
any
garden.
trees or anything.
Garden.
Oh yeah, you can work on a farm.
Farm.
Is everyone else back?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, we decided. 2, 7, 14, and 4 are going to go try to find jobs doing manual labor.
And I'm gonna
Also,
try
there's
to.
no such thing as magic.
Maybe we should look around town and see if anyone is willing to donate
What's,
supplies to us.
What's Chris
It's
and
true.
Kyle's doing?
I'm gonna try to find him a job.
I'm gonna look for a library or a church or something like that.
Maybe we should ask if there are like adventurers in this town and they would be willing to supply us.
That's true.
We have no need for handouts. We can do this. We're adults.
Well,
Are we?
we can, but why would we if we don't need to?
He makes a very valid point. I like him. Let's do not. Also, am I getting
Just-
paid to be Zero's keeper?
You're not my keeper.
I think I should get at least 50% of whatever he makes.
All right.
Again, I don't
what's-
need you here.
What's the gun plan? Who wants to do what?
Everyone except me and Kells are going to find manual labor.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm looking for a church or a library or an institute of education of some sort.
Sure. So you take a look around. You don't see any sort of church. Give me a investigation.
Sure.
Nice.
Do a full lap of the town. There doesn't seem to be any sort of churches or any sort of like a religious building within the town. There are stores. You see, after doing a full lap of the town, you see there's a blacksmith. There's two general stores. You see stables. You see a handful of farmhands. Heading outside the wall, you see what seems to be some sort of alchemist shop. some sort of herbalism. What's the word I'm looking for?
Apothecary?
Apothecary.
Sure. We'll say apothecary.
Voodoo shop.
Voodoo shop. But no, no religious institute or a place of higher learning within the town.
3. I think I'm gonna go to the apothecary.
Okay. Do you know anything about like apothecarying?
I don't know what I don't know.
What is an apothecary?
They have stuff.
Oh. Is that it?
It,
Mm,
from what we saw, it looked like it dealt with herbs and things of that nature.
I mean,
I am an herb.
yes.
Oh, maybe
maybe I
maybe
could go.
14 could do apothecary stuff. Sure, why not?
I can bring him. Yeah, that's fine.
We walk in.
So you head towards the apothecary. See a sign that says Madame Bell's Elixirs. It's a pretty medium-sized like establishment. You see a handful of bottles and vials on display in the window of various colors. Who's going inside?
I will lead the way. I will blaze the trail.
Yeah, and then me.
And I will.
So,
Yeah.
oh, so the three of you are heading in. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the three of you enter this pretty respectable, respective like the size establishment. You head in. It smells very herby, very there's a lingering of like burnt sandalwood and sage
Smells like
in
a
the
candle
air.
store.
There's a small like a candle store. There's a small table with a plump lady reading or writing in ledgers. She tears her gaze from the book over her half moon spectacles, and she sees that she has customers. She promptly puts away the ledger and puts it underneath the desk, and she greets you. Well, hello.
Good day.
Hello.
Hello.
What brings you here today?
We find ourselves to be, one might say, lost and in need of a little bit of work, and we were curious if you needed.
Have you herbs for trade?
No, we don't really have anything.
We sort of lost our memories, and so we're trying to figure out what we're good at.
I see.
There's a long story that goes with that, but
we don't know
that's
it.
the story.
We don't know the story yet.
We don't know it yet.
I do recall a group of adventurers bringing in some people. Are you?
Yeah.
We would be those people.
My name's 3.
And I am
Well,
0.
We don't know our names yet, but we were branded with numbers, so we're going off the numbers.
So what is your story then?
We don't know.
We woke up this morning with no money, no clothes, and we wish to seek out what our story is, but for that we need daily needs.
I see. Well, if you are in need of work, I'm always in looking for the herb. Special ones though, not
Beat me
plain.
to it.
That fat herb.
Do you have a scroll or tome or something where we don't know what the herbs are?
Yeah.
I have some books. Maybe I can.
You see,
Have you?
the situation we're in.
It's very difficult. You say you lost your memories.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
So I don't know if you would be knowledgeable of these herbs. I would
That's why I'm
have to.
asking you for the book.
All right, I cannot
What-
just simply
what-
give away a book.
Well, we could just look at it right here in front of you.
What is the name of the herb that you need?
Well, there's a handful actually. She gets a small little like a piece of parchment and an ink and quill, and she begins writing.
Could you draw pictures?
I suppose I'm not very good, but I will.
Do you have any in stock already? Or are you completely out?
I have a handful, but I am out of the majority of my stock. And the boat comes in 2 weeks.
maybe-
Resupplying my stash.
Maybe you could just like show it to us?
If you have 2 weeks, I can
Oh.
show you what they look like, but I am almost out of everything.
So am I
The
to
last
assume that
term pretty much cleared me out.
then they're not locally sourced? If they have to come from boat, we wouldn't be able to go out into the forest and find these herbs just on the ground.
You can. It is very rare, but it is out there.
And how much are you going to pay us for these?
Well, depending on the herb. I'm just reading you a list here.
Yeah. Do you need any of these?
Yeah, just pick up like some flowers. How about this?
Got some weeds here for you.
Accompanied with the note, there's a crude drawing of each.
Oh, cool.
The lork root seems to be some sort of long spiral strand of fiber. This is a lork root. It comes from some very specific trees all the way to the west. I use it for many herbs, or the herb for many remedies and elixirs. It's uncommon. For these, I could probably pay about 2 silver per pound. The second one you see is a very long stemmed mushroom with a very flat cap. These are filmount. They are found again in the forest to the west and the east. Very rare to find them in the east, but they are abundant out in the Misty Wood. Be careful with these. These are poisonous. Do not eat them. They are used for anti poisons. So if you find these, just be careful how you handle them. These I will pay you about 5 silver per 3 caps.
Oh, wow.
The others here are pugger tubers. They are roots, kind of like a beet. They are fairly hard to come by in these parts. I've not yet seen any. They're extremely rare. I am willing to pay 2 gold for a tuber. The other here is Silverleaf. She points to again. She's not very good. Very very crude drawing of a leafy. It's all in ink, so you can't really see the color. It looks like a thistle, like very sharp leaves, with some sort of bauble at the end. These are mainly used for ingredients and potions. You can find these to the east and again to the west. Again, it's very sparse in the east, but you may still find some if you're heading out in that direction. For these, if you get me about 15 leaves, I can get you a silver. You can
Uh-huh.
find them pretty much everywhere in the misty woods to the west. So depending on which direction you go, it may benefit you differently. And the last, these are the berries, the Felberg berries. These are used to make special wines that I sometimes use for potions. Boars enjoy to eat this fruit. They grow on shrubberies, mainly to the east. You have to be careful though. The boars themselves are pretty dangerous. But if you can get me about cups worth, I will give you 15 silver per cup. That is. These are the only ones that I can think of that would be in the area that you would have access to.
Can I?
I'm gonna
Like,
look at the
am I?
list and be like, yeah, I don't know anything about this.
Can I make like a nature check or something? See how familiar with these? If any of these ring a bell at all? Anything?
Sure. Give me an nature check.
Yeah, how deep is our amnesia? Like, if we saw something that we were like really familiar
Damn.
with, would we know that?
Yeah, you don't recall anything. Sorry, what was that, Kels?
If like we saw something that like was really familiar to our character, would we like feel that pull
Yes.
or okay.
Even though I'm proficient in nature.
Don't know what you don't know.
I see I'm not a nature-minded person.
Interesting. But maybe you can help the old man. Do you know anything about this, Zero? No, you're not Zero. Are you Zero? Yeah, you're Zero.
The old man is zero. Yeah.
I'm gonna look over the drawings and kind of pore over them and rack my brain to see if I can recall any of these names or whatever they might be.
Maybe the numbers are how many years we have left to live.
Well, that's depressing.
You recall Felberg berries. You remember the taste of it. They're very sweet. Very high in sugars. Like she said, they're one of the primary food sources of the boars in the forest to the east. Outside the remembering what it tastes like, you don't really recall using these. You don't recall where you've bought them, where you've had them. The other names on the list don't ring a bell.
The only one I'm aware of at all is the Felberg beets, not beets, berries.
Mhm.
But not where they came from or what they are, but mostly just of what they taste. They're full of sugar, which tracks with what she said. She uses them to make wines, I guess.
I mean, we could try. I don't think I'm particularly good at finding any kind of nature stuff, though.
It is weird not knowing what you're good at.
Yeah. All right, thank you. Maybe
Okay.
we can stop in a clothing store after this.
What's the purpose? We have no money to which to buy clothes.
I know, but I feel like we could just look really sad and then
Maybe you
like
can sew.
I believe everyone who needs clothing is wearing clothes.
maybe we can trade for labor. Well, these aren't really clothes. These are just kind of.
I believe they're clothes.
I'll show you what I mean. Let's go to a tailor.
Okay. While you guys exit, what were the four of you trying to do?
Why is dirt so heavy?
What?
I don't know, I
What
feel
were
like
the
we're
other
trying to
people
find
trying
some
to do?
like We were trying to find like physical labor to do.
Physical labor.
Yeah.
Where do you want to look? You see blacksmith. You see people tilling soil.
I would probably say the blacksmith.
Yeah, I was
Just,
gonna say
just,
blacksmith too.
yeah, just to see if we couldn't trade labor for goods to try to get Seven some armor.
Sure. So you approach the blacksmith. You hear the tinging of metal on metal as he seems to be forging what seem to be horseshoes. Ping, ping.
Hello, good sir.
Oh, hello there. Oh, we don't see much dragonborns around here.
Well, today is your lucky day then. So, do you have any weapons or armor for sale?
Oh, I do.
Excellent.
I mainly deal with wares for the farmers, but I do have a handful if you want to take a look.
Well, do you have any that you'd be willing to trade for labor?
Unfortunately, I don't need help in the forge. I still have 2 apprentices working with me.
I see.
But is there anything that we could do that the apprentices won't have time for, like go collecting, getting like your shipment or something?
Not really.
Shipment doesn't come in 2 weeks.
Do you know of anyone else who might be hiring?
Hiring. You could try the docks. I'm sure they always need people helping load docks or I don't know. Are you have you ever sailed before?
No.
Oh, I mean, ships are always looking for help.
Excellent. We shall try at the docks then. We will be back.
Oh, did you want to look at the wares?
Well, when I get money.
Oh, of course. Well, good luck.
Thank you.
He goes back to making the horseshoe.
Maybe we should try at the docks, like the man says.
Perhaps maybe there's something there. And as we're going around, I'm just keeping an eye out, kind of watching everything, seeing how the town moves.
Yep. It's pretty busy at this time of day. You see a handful of people going to the market, going to the generals. A handful of people are slowly. Well, if you're making your way to the docks, you'll see a handful of people fixing nets. Some getting ready to head out into the ocean and fish. But you see, like the majority of the people on the docks are pretty elderly males. Some in like mid 50s to 60s. You don't see anybody really that young tending to the nets. You see 3 boats currently out, pretty small boats, like small fishing boats. No large boats currently docked. You see a handful of empty crates, a handful of like barrels next to the water full of salt. But currently, the docks don't seem that busy outside of the like 11 or 12 men fixing nets.
Is there like a dock master or someone that seems to be in charge?
Nobody with a ledger seems to be running about, so nope.
Seven, perhaps we could find our way onto one of these ships, one of these fishing vessels, and help fish for a while.
Oh. Yes, I'm sure we could do it.
You could put best your prowess against the beasts of the sea.
Yes. We could.
But
Which
we
one of
don't
these
know
vessels do
anything
you think?
about.
How hard could it be? It's fishing. You put something in the water and you catch a thing.
Yeah, but we don't know anything about sailing.
Yeah, we let them sail. We fish.
Speak for yourself.
It can't hurt to ask.
All right, we could try.
Which of these boats do you like more? Perhaps.
All the boats are currently out on the water.
Okay. Well, fuck that. I say maybe we should meet back up with the others and just wait for 2 weeks. Unless they've found jobs. This town seems to have a very high unemployment rate.
Yes, us.
Yes.
Well, maybe let's try a farm. Let's try one more place, because this is only the second place that we looked.
Okay. Farm. Oh, look at how far I've fallen.
What do you wish to do?
How far?
Go to a farm.
Sure. You see a handful of people, about 3 or 4, tilling soil, and one elderly woman planting right behind them. There's an elderly gentleman that's currently working a horse. He sees
found
you
where we
approaching
go.
and he stops.
What time of year is it?
It's
Fall.
currently fall.
Okay. Well, this was your idea too.
Okay. Hi, hello. I was wondering if you have any work for us?
Work. Sure. I could always use hands here at the farm.
Oh, perfect. Sure. Can you tell us what to do? And we'll do it, and then you pay
I
us.
just need muscle. I need help tilling this rough soil and plant these winter sprigs.
I push 7 forward.
Well, we have muscle in abundance, as you can plainly see.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Have you worked a till before?
No.
That's it's really easy. It's hard work though.
That's okay. We're willing to do hard work.
That's good. That's good. Good to hear. So, I could pay maybe about 2 silver a week.
Is that a lot?
It's hard work. It's decent pay.
How much is a sword?
Sword. Are you a fighter?
I just want one.
Oh, well, it depends. Ooh, I don't know how much a sword is. Probably ask the blacksmith.
I will be back.
Oh,
Didn't even ask.
will you be ready for work for tomorrow?
Yes, we'll be ready.
Wonderful. How many of you are there?
Just us.
Oh, the 3 of you.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Right, see you here bright early in the morning.
Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you so much for this opportunity. We will not let you down.
We're never gonna
Well,
see this.
all right, take care.
Back to the blacksmith.
Sure, you head back to the blacksmith. Oh, back again.
Yes, we have procured jobs. How much is a sword? And maybe some armor? Shield?
Oh, I have a handful of daggers and a short sword. I don't have any armor.
How much is a short
so-
sword?
Oh, let me go get it, and you can inspect it for yourself, and then we can negotiate the price. And
Very
he
well.
hurries off to retrieve what seem to be 3 daggers, 2 short swords, and 1 long sword. And he lays them in front of you. Well, These are recently made. Don't really get much adventurers buying gear down here, but there are a handful of people that sometimes just want to protect their land. So
Mm-hmm.
I either commission swords or daggers. And you never know. The long sword. It's roughly. It took me like a week to make. It's gonna cost about 14 gold.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Okay. 14
Yeah,
gold.
it's good iron.
What can I get for 1 silver?
Oh, 1 silver. I can fashion you a sling. Would you like a sling?
A kind of stick with a rock on the end.
I don't think so.
I see.
I guess I could just use a stick. How many silvers is 14 gold?
That's a lot of silvers.
What, a lot? Like 2?
More than that. 10 silver is 1 gold.
I try to do the math.
Sure.
Intelligence.
How much? How much are you getting paid?
2 silver a week.
I see. It's gonna cost you. It's gonna take about 70 weeks to get enough gold.
Ah, I see.
We don't have that much time.
Well, thank you for your time,
That's
sir.
over a year.
I have a farmer to kill. I will be back.
No. No, we
What's that
don't.
about killing a farmer?
We don't. He's no.
Well, I think we do better just getting sticks and using that.
Yeah, well, perhaps.
Maybe the others have had more luck. We should try and find them.
Yeah, let's go find them.
Cut to us being in a clothing store.
Okay, you head over to the clothing store. You approach the general store, the general goods. You head in. It's the area itself is pretty large, but its stock is almost non-existent.
Looks like everybody's waiting for that boat.
You hear shuffling from, and a pretty young girl, maybe 15, 16, carrying some boxes, heads over to the desk, and she sees that she has customers. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Are you the only one here?
Oh, yeah. Today's I'm. How can I help you?
Well, as you can see, we're dressed in pretty basic clothing. Unfortunately, it seems that we were lost, and somebody brought us here, thankfully. And I was just going to see if you had any like clothes that you guys don't need anymore. I don't have the ability to sell.
Oh, you caught us at a very bad time. We're currently in between stocks. We've we shipped off pretty much almost everything to the west. There was a fire in Eldrig.
Oh.
My father and mother went and brought all the supplies there. Sorry. But they'll be back in about a week. If you're still around.
Yeah, I don't think we're going anywhere anytime soon. Do you need any help or anything?
Oh,
We're also looking for work since, we don't have anything.
I'm not allowed to hire without my parents here.
Okay, that makes sense.
Excuse me, is there a leader of this town?
A leader? The closest we have is the town guards. They They're in the
Collectively,
barracks.
they lead?
No, the captain. But I wouldn't say he's in charge.
Who's in
I
charge of the
mean,
captain?
Well, that's a good question. I guess to the north, the council. That's the tax. I guess the people, since we pay the taxes. Maybe we're in charge.
I pat her on the head. That's okay. Politics are hard.
So, oh, were you looking for anything in particular that I can save for you?
I'm gonna glance around the store. Is there anything like interesting?
There is currently 2 lines of rope. There is a sack of oats. There seems to be 2 blank books, about 50 pages of parchment, 2 bottles of ink, a handful of quills, a couple of harnesses, some leather straps. That's it.
No, I think we're good for now.
Let me ask you: do you have a map of the area? Maybe
I
not for sale, but just in general.
I do have a map. They're around here somewhere. She's ruffling about. Are you looking for just a region or the whole the whole map?
Just the region is fine.
Sure.
Maybe it has some landmarks on it.
Yep. Here's one. It's 3 silver if you're looking to buy.
No. I just to look.
Sure. She shows you the map.
Guys, I think maybe we should probably head out east. No, I'm sorry, west.
East.
West.
Okay. Well, I mean, don't you have to go look for the herbs and stuff for your job?
Well, that's what I'm thinking, is that maybe we can get a few odds and ends of the herbal variety and then trade those in and maybe be able to, get some.
14. It'll be
Yes.
your job to watch over Zero while you're getting herbs.
Why is that?
Because I don't think I'm going to be very helpful with that.
Well, maybe we can talk to this guard captain and maybe.
Ooh, maybe they need more guards. I could be a guard. I look
We
very
could do that.
guard-y.
Maybe he would like to donate supplies to an up-and-coming adventuring park.
Maybe.
Yes. Does he have a name? Did we? I looked to the girl. Is there a name for the guard captain?
We might be adventurers. You don't know.
Sorry about that. What'd you ask me?
We can.
Is there a name for the guard captain?
There is. Who are you asking? Are you asking the little girl?
Yes.
Yeah, DePaul.
Is it DePaul? Like, can you spell that out for me?
Sure. D E
Paul?
Paul.
Oh, good enough. Thank you. And I fold her map back up and give it to her.
Oh, thanks.
I may return for that, but right now we're in a little bit of a bind.
Sure. I'll save it for you. And she puts it away.
Okay.
What's your name?
My name is 3.
We don't know our names.
But
that's strange.
It's a
It
long
is.
story. We'll
It's-
properly introduce ourselves another time.
really kind of sad, actually. Yeah. We're staying at the end if you want to come hang out or anything. Just
I
kidding.
mean, I lock up at 5, but I'm free after.
Oh, okay.
So how long are you in town for?
We don't know.
We don't know yet.
At
What are you
least the
gonna do?
next 2 weeks.
Pretty much any
Well-
question you could ask us is we don't know.
Oh. What are you gonna do for money?
See,
We
that's
don't
another
know.
one.
That's another one.
Well, you are in quite a predicament.
If you
I
hear
am.
anybody hiring for any odd jobs, just let us know.
Even
You
the ones
can-
that aren't so odd, just jobs in general.
There's usually the caravans come out here, and you can they hire merchants to sell wares and haul them. They need guards. Sometimes the guards from the walls take on the jobs for extra cash on their days off. We
With
could
no
probably do something like that.
Okay.
Or oh yeah, you have no equipment. Oh
Yeah.
what if are
I'm
you good
starting.
at sailing?
I'm starting to believe we
Mm,
should just wait for brought us here to come back.
We could. I mean, they paid for our room and food and stuff.
We could
Yes.
use this as a vacation.
But I think we should, try to get those herbs for that lady because she really needed them.
I mean, I suppose if we can make some money while we're not hurt anyone.
Well, do you have like a rag, young girl? Something, maybe a piece of cloth,
Yeah, I've linen strips.
like that you don't need. We wouldn't be able to pay for them. You understand?
Oh, she kind of looks at the thing, the rag she was using to clean the counter with, and you see the gleam in her eyes, and she feels sorry for you. And she says,
Yes.
"Yeah, sure, here.
You understand? You won't be getting this back, right?
That's fine. You can keep it."
And also,
you seem
thank
to be
you.
down on your luck.
Thank you.
Well, seem to not know what our luck is.
This is the saddest start of any fucking.
Yeah, this
campaign
is
ever.
terrible.
It's so great, though. Just have to work so hard just to get a rag.
Jesus
If
Christ.
we-
Rag
if we-
acquired.
What have you done to us, Alan? What have
Look,
you
guys,
done to
look
us?
what I got.
There's jobs. They're just shit.
Yeah, I mean, there's jobs. You guys just didn't
Back
want them.
You just want gold that you're not gonna get unless you're an adventurer.
We can't
Right.
be an adventurer without gold.
How do you start as an adventurer? Go punch trees, man.
Exactly.
Hey,
Go kill a
just
bear with your bare hands.
Bare hands.
Yeah.
I
Okay,
added.
well,
I
guess I'll
added
see you at
dirty rag.
5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Let's.
Congrats.
Oh, we're
Zero
at the.
leveled up. You are level 2 now, Zero, for acquiring a fucking rag.
Well, I acquired a friend. How about that?
That's the highlight of our day.
How's your campaign? Yeah, we got a rag today. It's good. It's really good.
talking
Good
to your
loot.
friends
What
about
did you
D&D.
get?
Yeah,
I
we
got
killed a 7th level dragon.
Boots of
that got his horse.
swiftness. I
Love
got
that.
like 3 fucking magical arrows. What did you guys get? I
All
got a
in-
fucking
All in due time. We'll get there.
Our DM is a dick. Super stingy.
yeah. Yeah, I was expecting fucking flame tongues to be raining from the sky. I got a fucking rag.
At least now,
This is
if we go into the
refreshing.
woods and encounter those poison mushrooms, we can grab them with the rag and put them.
Or goblins,
That's
you can
really
you can roll that
smart.
rag up and whip them.
Yeah.
Dude,
That's
you know
smart.
you can just you could just get some sticks and then you can forge I mean, you just save yourself a silver.
Well,
That's
now
what
we
we're
can
doing.
use the rag to hold all the stuff that we find.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do
All right,
we?
so
What time
Run
of
into
day
them
is
in the
it?
center of town.
it is currently about 11. It's almost noon.
Okay. Do we want to go looking for some herbs today, or do we want to?
Yes, I wish to leave this town, go to the outside where the woods exist.
Uh huh.
Oh, there you are.
Yeah.
We're looking for you.
We found a line of work that might be less
Very lucrative.
than I.
We found a line of work where if we just dig for 3 weeks or 2 weeks, we get 2 silver, so that's cool.
Oh,
No,
that's
then
good.
This one's much
It was a
better.
week when it was 2 silver per.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Kittens. It's
Farmers don't make much.
We have been unable to acquire gainful employment.
yeah,
However,
there's no boats with which to work with.
is that a new rag?
I gained a rag. It's not new, but it is a rag.
The
Well-
+1 rag.
It's new to us.
We have a foraging job, and then we also got some information that sometimes caravans come into town, and you can work for them. Shit, wow.
Wait, foraging?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do that. How much does it pay?
Not a lot.
Depends on. Well, I wasn't there.
It depends on what we find.
There's a chance we could find other things out there and maybe punch them to death and then sell them.
Right.
Let's go do that. Or we could just wait 2 weeks.
Well, we could do both, right? Make a little coin, not work too hard, and while we're waiting 2 weeks.
Yep, I suppose
I wonder
so.
if like we could do like an entertainment job or something. There's probably
We
not
don't
a
know
lot.
how to entertain.
Well, you don't know that. We
I
could be
mean-
very entertaining. People are like, "Who are you?" And we're like, "We don't know." It could be fun.
I feel like that's a joke you tell once, and then everybody laughs, and then they go away.
Yeah, but as long as you get the money out of them the first time they laugh, oh well.
Are we going to the woods now?
Yes, let's go. We're having this
Sure.
conversation while we go.
Sure. It'll take you about half the day, about 3 hours to journey through the farmland to get to the basically that if you're heading to the east.
Jesus. 3 hours.
Where
Yeah,
actually
yeah.
on the map are we located? What one is it?
You're right here.
Oh, okay. I see.
Green
You
walls.
are right. You are right here. You are. Since 0 is the number 1, you guys are right. Get that shit out of here.
Those health bars are not overlapping the bottom.
You are shit. Couldn't even acquire a rag.
You didn't even ask
You are
for a
not-
rag.
We got it.
Let's go die in the woods so we can start a new campaign.
Before we leave for the woods though, can I stop back by the inn and grab like an extra shirt and just kind of like tie it into like a sack?
You sure can.
Yeah.
Oh, have we encountered any sticks?
Currently, no. No, you have not encountered any sticks inside the town. Maybe.
Okay.
Give me.
Why,
Like a
why do you
shrubbery.
keep staring at me, Zero?
What did you say? Give you a what?
Give me a perception.
Looking for sticks.
Yeah, there's a handful of sticks by the stable, just laying about. Good
Do they-
girthy ones too.
Do they look like they belong to somebody?
I mean, they're just on the ground, stacked up neatly. Could be firewood.
I'm looking for one that might be able to be fashioned into a spear.
A spear? Yeah, if you had a knife, you can definitely fashion one of these into a spear.
Rub that
You
shit
had a
in.
knife.
Man, it'll be weeks
I
before we
mean-
can afford a knife.
I'm gonna.
Your
I'm
memory
gonna.
is
Wish we had a rogue.
It's pretty bad, but you do recall there were knives that were used to spread some cheese.
Yeah.
That's what
So
I'm thinking.
I'm gonna pick up one of those sticks and go to the inn.
Yeah, sure. Nobody stops you. You just go on in there and pick up a stick and just leave.
It's
Yeah.
just a stick.
Guys, I had a stick.
So I make like this like small like back,
Seven,
not a
you have
backpack,
not-
but
you
like
haven't
a.
unlocked those recipes yet. Sorry, but
God
you
damn it.
unlock
You have
them.
to
You
be
gotta,
level
you gotta play
1.
with it. You guys are level 0 right now. Okay.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're making it
Kidding.
work.
0.
Sure. You
I'm
head
making a
to,
pouch out of a shirt.
Yep. So you head back to the to Liam's sleeping calf, and it's there's currently like 3 people sitting at the tables just eating. He greets you. Oh, hello. Back already?
I
Did you
need-
manage to find work?
Kind of. Would you happen to have a sharp knife?
That's a nice rag you got there.
Sure. Yeah. Here. He goes back behind the counter and he gets a knife.
Okay.
Here you go.
I begin sharpening the end of my stick.
Oh. Sure. he goes and gets a broom.
Ah,
Goes and gets a what?
A broom.
Yeah.
Okay. Liam, I'll clean up after myself. You can just leave the broom here.
Oh, thank you. And he hands you the
He's gonna steal
broom,
the
and he
broom,
goes
too.
back to wiping the counter.
What are
I
you
begin
doing?
sharpening the end of the broom.
What the?
Oh no, please! I need that.
That's not.
You'll get it back, I promise.
I don't believe that's what he brought that for.
Oh dear.
Can I have a knife too?
He's kind of. hesitant at this point.
I'm like standing behind him, shaking my head like, no.
Sure,
don't do it.
please don't hurt yourself. And he hands you a larger, a butcher's knife.
Do not worry, I will not ask for any sharp objects.
Me either.
I feel left out, so I go and
Are
get
you all
a
hungry?
stick.
Yes,
No.
always.
Please have a seat, Hal. Lunch is almost ready.
Is there
Have
like
I
a
successfully
stage
sharpened my stick?
in this
Your stick is
inn?
now sharpened. You have a fucking lance or pike or whatever the fuck it was.
Rudimentary
Spear. You have a spear.
It has
I
a
have
D4.
a-
Everything does a D4.
I have a cleaver?
You have a butcher's knife.
It's like a dagger.
Pretty much a dagger.
Awesome.
I
So
give
cool.
I give the half orc. Here is a spear,
Oh, thank you.
and then I go over to the larger dragonborn and I say, "Here is a broom spear."
Oh, thank you. Here's a knife.
I will take
You
it.
just see the poor Liam just sitting there with his hand just over his mouth and just slowly nodding.
Okay.
Oh, I need the broom spear back for a second.
Oh, okay. Here you go.
Put it
I-
on the adventurer's tab.
I sweep up the wood. And I go, Liam, would
don't
you happen to
worry,
have
I will.
would you happen to have a dust pan or something I can put this on to throw it away?
You can just sweep it. Just open the door and just sweep it on out.
Okay, I sweep it out the door.
Wonderful, thank you. I'm sorry that your day didn't bear any.
Oh, we're about to go foraging into the woods. That's why I needed a broom spear and a spear.
Oh, wonderful. Heading back to the east, I see.
West actually.
You're heading to the west. I see.
Yeah, into the forests.
That's what I meant to say. Sorry, bye bye.
Beast.
East, heading back east. That's where you're going, right? You're going east.
No,
Yeah, I guess.
west. To the left on the map, which is west.
Oh, so see, okay, so
Is it?
when she was talking about the misty woods, that's
There.
all of this.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh,
the
what?
film and caps, you said the forests to the west are abundant in.
Right
Which-
here.
which
the
would be
misty.
Oh, way up
Here?
there?
Yeah, it's gonna take forever to get
When
there.
she said
Jesus.
east, she meant this right here.
Oh, that's a very different plan that I had.
Wait, is
Like
this where the
the-
ruins are?
The local woods.
Yes, right here, Kowintkidink, right here in the east.
East. Yeah,
Okay.
that's where we're going.
So-
But,
I
but the,
guess we're going
the ruins
east.
are like right here, right?
They are. The ruins are kind of like right here.
Okay.
Okay.
So guys, we're headed out to the east of the forest. We're looking for a thing called felberic berries. They're in bushes, but we have to be careful. Hence the broom spear and the spear. There are boars apparently in the woods.
That sounds tasty.
What? That sounds terrifying.
Oh, that's great. I'm gonna go get a spare shirt.
Oh, good idea. Yes, I am also going to get a spare shirt.
Oh, don't worry, I'll get it.
Oh,
no
thank
need
you.
to go up those stairs on your own. I'll do that.
You head up the stairs.
I grabbed 3 shirts,
You get 5 shirts from the drawer.
and 2 pants.
There's no pants.
Shit.
We just have to use the shirt as a pants.
I come back down bearing gifts.
Liam, would you happen to have like a knapsack or a canvas bag that you wouldn't normally use?
Just use
I
the
have an old
shirts.
bag I can give you.
What?
I have an old bag I can give you.
Yeah, that'd be great.
One moment. He goes back and he hands you it's pretty much like a canvas sack with a string.
Yes, this is
It's
great.
used to tie together to close the sack.
Perfect. Thank you, Liam.
Any old barrels?
None that I'm not using.
How about a lid for a barrel?
A lid. None that I'm not using.
I'll be back.
Sure.
Right, where are you going?
I'm gonna go find a lid of a barrel.
You don't need that. Just use the spear that I gave you.
I'm gonna use it for protection.
It's fine. Use the spear.
Well, we're gonna go now. Thank you,
Yeah,
Liam.
we're losing daylight here.
gonna take us hours.
Yes, I'm just gonna take a quick look around town.
No,
Do I see
so-
barrels?
On
I
the
can
way
steal the
out.
lid
You
off
can
of?
look on the way out.
Yeah, on the way out.
Oh, Liam, we're taking your knife too, just in case we need to cut some herbs. But again, I'll make sure it gets returned to you.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
We'll be
Take
back.
care now.
Also, if you see oh, what was her name?
You didn't get her name.
You
I
didn't
didn't
get
get her
name.
name. If you
I
see
would've wrote it down.
the general store girl, just tell her we'll be back.
Sure.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Okay, so the big lady has a spear. The big dragon has a spear. Who do you think who here can handle a knife?
Probably any of
I
us.
might.
Well, there's only a few. Oh, big man, here's a knife.
Me?
I give a knife to the big robot.
I don't know if I want this.
I'll
Give it to
just hold
Four.
it for now. How about that?
Four
Okay.
needs a weapon.
Okay.
4 needs a weapon? Okay.
I'll just stand back if we end up dealing with a boar.
Just stand back behind everybody.
On the way out
Yes.
of town, I'm looking for barrels.
Sure. There are. You see a handful of barrels, not unattended. There's one that's currently full of water. It looks like it's there's a leaky gutter. It's collecting just either that or rainwater.
Is there a lid next to it?
There definitely is.
I take it.
Sure. You take it. You have a barrel lid.
Nice.
Shield acquired.
On the way there, I'm gonna try and wrap this shirt through it so I can
Mhm.
make a shield.
Sure. Give me a
Craftiness check.
Charisma?
an intelligence check.
What?
Can I assist him with the crafting of this?
You sure can. Give me an intelligence check with advantage.
Okay. 13.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You think you're gonna need some nails, or something?
Oh, I was just gonna poke holes in it, wrap it through.
Oh,
With
okay.
what?
How
It's
long do you
wood.
want to spend doing that?
Yeah, this is like half-inch wood, dude. You're gonna be here for a while
Oh,
without
shit.
it all. But barrels are pretty thick.
I thought you were just like wrapping it around the outside of it.
Oh yeah, that works too. Wrap it around the outside.
Yeah, you can definitely do that. You can wrap it around the outside.
Tie a couple shirts together.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep, definitely. You can definitely do that. Is
Would
that
you
what
say
should
it?
do? That'd
Yes.
be easy to do, yeah.
Okay.
So you can get a whole shield, or sorry, you can get a whole shirt. You engulf the barrel lid with with the shirt, and you tie the two sleeves together as some sort of makeshift hand. You can hold it. It's kind of wobbly. You don't know how well this is gonna protect you, but hey, you did it.
+1 to AC?
+0 to AC.
Fair enough. Strictly,
Flavor.
yeah, for placebo. All right, I'm ready.
+1 to bravery.
Let's venture forth.
+1 to confidence. -2 for style or fashion.
Yeah.
-2 to fucking intimidation.
Yep.
All right. So you guys want to head?
Yep.
Weast.
Okay, you head east.
East into the forest.
Yep.
And I kind of call a team meeting at the edge of the forest.
Okay.
All right, guys. And I pull out the rudimentary drawing of what fell berries look like. This is what we're looking for, all right?
Mhm.
Eyes open.
What?
And at least keep 2 of you on guard for boar.
Yeah, I don't want to get bored.
Yep. So it takes you about. Oops. Takes you about an hour and some change to get to the edge of the. I misjudged the distance. It wasn't going to take you 4 hours. It's going to take you an hour and change.
Yeah. Cool.
You walk up to the lush forest. It's pretty thick. You're on the edge, just on the cusp. To the north of you, you see a lake with a bunch of farmland and a couple of hamlets just in the distance on the shore. From here, the terrain's pretty elevated, so you can see the shoreline. You see a handful of individual cottages and houses just lining that shore. Looks very beautiful. Give me a perception check, Dragonborns. 7. You see a pretty large ship just pulling up to the docks of Kel.
To this town?
Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Ship.
What did you just say?
It's a ship.
With a P. Got it.
I mean, that's normally what you'd find in the water.
Well, before there wasn't any ships.
Yes, and ships means commerce.
Oh, good. Maybe we can. Once we get back, we'll have other jobs.
Or we can help them unload the cargo.
Yeah, that probably pays like what? 1 silver? If that?
That's
I
more
mean,
silver than we have now.
Exactly. We have literally nothing.
I have a shield and a broom spear.
And a
And I have a
dagger.
rag.
Yes,
You're
you
overly
are-
proud of these things.
Yep.
So it's currently about 2 p.m. ish. What do you guys wish to do? You're on the cusp of the forest, of the unnamed forest that you did not ask for the name of.
We really
That's
didn't.
fine. Fuck it. We're going live.
This is the first forest. That's what we've named it.
The forest of berries.
Yep.
Let's
the first
let's
floor.
let's go. I mean, let's go in. You guys need protection. It'll be fine.
All right.
I start searching for berries and the
Okay.
other
Maybe a
things
ship
on the
will come
list.
tomorrow.
Give. Okay. So we're gonna do a skill challenge. How is everyone trying to contribute to locating these said herbs, and what is there something specific you're looking for, or are you looking for everything on the list?
I'm looking specifically for the berries themselves because they're pretty. It said there's abundant here. Well, they're found mostly to the east. So, yeah. And then I don't know where we would find tubers, like with the since they're roots, they might be hard to track.
I'm gonna keep an eye out for the rarer stuff.
Sure thing.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna look for the common
who
stuff
wants to
that
go
we
first?
find in quantity.
wants
I'll
to-
go first, I guess. That's fine. Yeah, I'll go first.
What do you wish to do?
I'm
How
gonna
do you
hold.
wish to locate these berries?
I'm looking for bushes, and I kind of have the drawing in my hand. I have both hands free, so mushrooms and berries. Kind of looking over the ground, low-lying brush.
Sure. Give me a perception. All right. You're taking a look at the crude drawing, and you can't. It's very difficult to make out what this is. You're kind of looking back and forth between the picture and the shrubberies, or the shrubs, I should say, in the area. You can't, since it's drawn in ink, you can't really tell what color these are. You kept folding and unfolding the paper. The drawings are a little smudged. You don't seem to find what you're looking for.
Okay. Yeah, I don't see anything here, guys. We might have to go deeper.
Okay. I'll take a peek around as well. See if I can see anything that he missed. I'll just be walking behind Zero,
Sure.
looking in.
You guys go in a little bit derper.
Derper.
What skill do you wish to use?
I'll use perception as well.
Sure. Give me a perception check.
Perfect.
You
Oh, you
look.
fell.
You look around one of these shrubs, and you see a what seems to be a flat cap. You go and reach for it, and it's just a rock.
Ah, stupid rocks.
Anybody else
So-
wish to try?
Jeez,
Yeah,
rolling
I'm gonna
so
try
poorly.
looking for like the bushes and stuff, while also looking out. Well, I guess there's no boar this close. Yeah, just the
Mm-hmm. You do recall that the boars are attracted to these berries. You could do something like try to track boars in order to find, the berries, since
Oh.
they have a very cute sense of smell.
Yeah. Okay, I look for boar tracks.
Sure.
I will.
Give me a survival.
I would also like to do that.
Okay.
Okay.
So looking about, you do seem to find some boar tracks that are leading you deeper east into the forest. Judging by the imprint of the hoof print, it seems to be a fairly small boar. So nothing dangerous, and there seems to be 2 of them.
Hey guys, let's go this way.
Okay.
Bye.
I have a hunch.
What do you mean you have a hunch?
Well, if we follow the boar tracks, we could find the berry bushes because they love the berries.
Yeah, but they could also find boars.
Yeah, and then we can kill them and eat them.
Sell the meat.
You think very highly of our skills in killing things.
More danger.
I mean, we'll
Better
see,
than
and
just wandering.
maybe we'll just be very careful about how we go about these boars.
I will protect
I'm
you, Zero.
sure that we could just like spear them to death. They're boars.
How do you know you could even protect me? What if it turns out I protect you?
I just think you guys are very eager to fight, so you maybe stay in the front, and then we'll all stay in the back.
Yeah, it sounds good.
Sounds good to me. Let's go.
Formation.
Start walking.
Go. Oh,
Formation.
I need who are the two front people?
I'll be the front.
Sure. Give me a perception. Who else? Who else is in the front?
well, I think that should be obvious.
Oh, well, okay, Zero. Give me. Okay, so you two give me. Okay, so you both give me perceptions.
Zero's not in the front.
So, as you two are heading forward, you see a small formation of like stones, covered in shrubs, and you do find the 2 small boars that you were tracking. They are on the lighter side. They're in their adolescent stage. They don't seem to have their tusks just yet. They are currently ruffling through said shrubs close to the stones. They don't seem to have noticed you just yet.
Maybe we should
Okay.
capture one and tame it.
So-
We have a sack. We could
No,
probably capture
no.
one.
Listen,
They're
I
about
bet-
2 feet in width. Not width, length. Jesus.
With that
2
big.
feet wide.
2 feet wide, 1 foot long.
Yeah.
Okay, we should capture one so it can lead us to other berries.
I doubt it will, but I mean,
How are you gonna capture it?
We have
They
a bag.
should.
Tree man, sneak up on it because you look like a tree.
Mm-hmm.
You
And
just
then do
stand
what?
still.
Yeah, and then what?
They'll ignore him.
No, like what does he do once he sneaks up on it?
What will my sneaking up accomplish?
Grab one.
Why?
How many are there?
2.
Just 2. Okay. And you want me to sneak up and grab a boar?
Yes.
I don't know about this.
Are you afraid?
Did you say we're level 0?
I'm fucking with you. You're level 1.
Okay. I will fucking try to sneak up on these boars.
Sure. Give me a
Go
stealth
for it.
check. Okay.
Yeah, I'm rolling shit today.
Me
is.
You are
too.
slowly walking up to the weird
Rub-
stones. Give me what's your hold on, what's your
Need
passive
to
perception?
reload.
My passive perception is 13.
Okay, okay. As you're making your way towards the stones and the shrub, you notice something. There's a small sprig that's kind of in the center of the shrubs. Very, very tiny. It looks like it's like a little bigger than a sapling. You're making your way, and then you notice that the stone formation, they're not natural stones. It looks like cobble. Looks like a portion of like an old wall. As you're making your way towards the pigs, you step on a branch. They hear it and they scurry off. Yeah, they're gone.
Well, we can at least look in this area without there being boars.
Yeah, they were eating from that shrub.
Aha! I look at the shrub.
I look at the wall or piece of wall or whatever that I just found.
Sure. You head over to the wall, and the shrub. This seems to have been some sort of like this is like a leftover wall of some sort, just like a small little chunk of it. And then you look around the shrubs. They're growing on top of like flat stone. Like they're growing in between the cracks. There used to be a building here. You see, you have you can speak Druidic, yeah.
Yes.
So you will recognize. You see a symbol carved in the tree next to the section of stone wall. It says burial site.
Hmm.
What's going on with that bush?
So in Druidic it says burial site.
Correct.
Doesn't.
Who's checking the shrub?
I am.
I think, yeah, me and Kelzar.
Okay, you two give me an investigation.
Okay.
This is a burial site.
Hey, good roll.
Zero, you're heading up towards the brush. You notice that there is an abundance of these small, tiny little felbrick berries. So the boars have gotten to some of them, and some of them it bruised some of the skin. There's like a small chunk that's not really able to be gathered, but you still have a decent like sum of berries that you're able to pick from here. 3, you notice a small little distortion of color that looks almost like a ring of iron underneath the shrub.
I don't think this is normal.
This marking means this is a burial site.
Oh.
Perhaps there's treasure down below.
Do you think that's why this looks all weird down here? And I point to like the discoloration.
Now that 3 has pointed you in the direction, you see a small little ring about this that can fit in the size of your it's the size of your palm, made completely out of iron, engulfed in the shrub that's growing on top of or over it, I should say.
So is it like a ring for your finger, or is it like a ring for like the hand like a trapdoor ring?
Ring like a hand.
Perhaps we should just take a look, see what's down there.
How much do you think the lady would pay if we uprooted the bush using some dirt and put it in the bag and took the whole bush to her?
And just planted a bush.
Right, so that year over year she'd have a renewable resource.
Depends if she has anywhere to plant the bush.
Yeah, and I mean, she may not know how to grow it, and it may not be.
I
It
mean,
may not grow.
She is an apothecary. I think she can manage growing a bush.
Yeah, but
Is
it may
it's
not grow like
Then why
in
do
her
you think
area.
she hasn't done it yet?
When she's big and old, probably couldn't come out here.
I mean, you did.
Yeah, but she could get the seeds from the berries.
So are we still worried about the bush, or are we checking this?
I'm checking the trapdoor. I don't care about the bush.
Yeah.
Fuck
The bush is, but the bush is known money.
Yeah. We'll
The
we'll
trapdoor
talk
is
about
unknown danger.
we'll talk about the bush
Jake.
on the way out.
Give me a strength check as you go to lift this trapped door. All right. Given your dragonborn stature, you are able to uplift this, like upheave this this shrub that's growing over the trap. There's a bunch of snaps of the fibrous shrub, and you lift up this medium-sized wooden trapdoor. Currently, you see down. It's pretty dark, and there is a wooden ladder.
It'd be nice if we had a torch.
Stop looking at me.
What? I was just gonna grab a stick.
Yeah, let's. Is there a small rock around?
There's definitely, but there's a bunch of small rocks.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab one and toss it down the hole just to see how far down it goes.
Sure.
And
You grab
what
a
sound it
small
makes at the
one.
bottom.
You grab a small rock from nearby. And you toss it down the hole. It bounces about 2 or 3 times off the ladder, and it hits stone. You gauged the distance, maybe 40 feet.
That's a long way down, guys.
Yeah, I can see. And
7,
in
do you
there.
want to lead the way?
Okay. Yes, since I weigh the most, I will test the ladder for stability.
Yeah,
Sure.
it makes sense to me.
I think I might weigh the most.
Shh, just let him do it.
It's not a competition.
I go down the ladder.
Okay. You start heading down the ladder. It's very, very dark. You get down all 40 feet, no problem. The ladder seems to hold up your weight. You hit stone. You see stone floor, like you can touch it. You can barely see. You're in some sort of stone hallway. And it's completely pitch dark down here.
Good thing I have dark vision.
Me too.
Yep. I think
All right.
everybody has dark vision.
I yell up. It's safe.
Why do you
Okay.
say that like you're disappointed?
I'm not disappointed.
I guess we all go down then.
I follow.
I'll go down last. I can't see in the dark.
Oh,
You
maybe you
can-
shouldn't go down last then.
You can see in the dark because you have a different race member. You're not really human.
He is human.
I am human.
He's
I just
human,
took the
but
stat
not-
alignment of the other one.
Oh, did you? Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I'd rather be a human.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I basically threw away everything else and just took the stats.
Gotcha. So all of you climb down the wooden ladder. The ladder holds everyone's weight. You come down all the way down to the stone hallway. And something happens. So you were the first one down, right?
Yeah.
You see a small light flicker on down the tunnel, about 20 feet away from you.
I'm going back up.
I wonder if we're not alone down here.
We should
Hello?
all head back up the ladder. Oh, that's the opposite.
Hello.
Maybe don't
You call
announce our
down
presence.
the corridor. You're just greeted back with the sound of you.
Ooh,
See, it's empty.
beautiful voice.
I push 7 forward.
Let's go towards
Maybe
the
I should go first.
What? Why?
Okay. I push her forward.
We will go together.
Okay.
I push. Who is this? Hold on. 14. I go. We should go back up the ladder.
He just stares at you.
No, we're not doing that.
But that's the. You saw that light just turned on and nobody's answering. Yeah.
Yes.
2 and 7 move towards the light.
All right. This is
I have my spear
very
ready.
dangerous.
As does 4.
They have weapons.
I have my broom
I'm
ready.
gonna stay in the back behind everybody.
Yes.
So there was a reason I put the spell slots on the right side, Chris, because that's what the sheet is using. Or the
Oh.
so on the right.
Okay. Yeah, that was killing me inside, so I changed.
Yeah, sorry about that. Like all the character sheets are using the thing. Okay, so JD,
Mine,
you,
my
you
character
moved
sheet
up.
looks
Is that
normal.
what you said?
Yeah,
Who's-
2 and 7.
Okay, 2 and 7. You guys move up, and as soon as you exit the tunnel, you see, well, you see, yeah, pretty much a lot of small little lights start flickering on, and you're greeted to this. All
Oh.
the candles and the torches on the walls turned on by themselves.
Hmm.
Oh, this is
How did
cool.
that happen?
It's magic, guys. I told you magic exists.
But you guys tried to do magic and you couldn't do it.
I didn't try.
Neither did I.
I did.
Yeah, he
did
can't do
not.
magic.
Maybe
Didn't
he's just
work.
never good.
How would one even try to do magic?
I
Well,
tried-
fine, you guys try.
Maybe less arguing about magic right now and more focus
I-
on what's happening.
Can I try to cast a spell? Do I know any of my spells?
You would require a focus
Not for message.
for message.
All spells require focus. don't they?
Oh, it does. Yeah, you're right.
Yes.
Yeah.
If
Mean, I can focus
if you
or
don't
put a
have a
pouch.
focus, then you cannot cast.
I can cast Vicious Mockery, but I'm not going to do that right now.
So as you guys approach, you seem to be looking down a stone staircase, leading both left and right. You see on behind the stone staircase. Stop moving. You see a handful of broken and shattered.
Tired.
You're dead. Okay.
What? Why?
That's
You
what you
see
get.
a handful of broken and shattered bookcases. Super dusty. This place doesn't seem to have been visited in years. All the chairs they're the tables in the woods are starting to see wood rot. The candles, however, seem to be pristine, ever glowing. They are giving off a very very light orange glow. Down the hall, you see a faint glowing blue light. That's what you see from up top. It smells very very musty, very old.
This is exactly what I was looking for in town.
Ooh, shiny.
Okay, no one go near the shiny blue light. We don't know what it does.
I think that's exactly why we should go near it.
Yeah, because then we figure out.
And then you die.
I'm gonna go look at these books.
There are no books.
Oh, I thought they're okay.
There's just
Oh,
shelves.
there's one disheveled, ruined book that work. If you approach it, you can also
Yeah.
It looks like it's some sort of during the rain, some seeped through the stone down here, and this book is completely waterlogged, completely destroyed. The ink
You guys are
run
dumb.
off the pages. As the two dragonborn start heading down the staircase, they both die. I'm kidding.
They saw
you
a chest,
see-
therefore
you
they have
see
to
a
go
handful of windows that are barred off, and just beyond them, you see a sort of red glow, and You are underground, but outside of the the bars, you actually see like some sort of red forest.
What the
That's
fuck?
You
very
see a
strange.
handful of red vines and red. It's about maybe 10 feet away from the bar. It's just away from your grasp. Like if you put your hand through the bars, you can just almost touch it.
And you said these are purely decoration, correct?
What is
The
the
This
chest?
chest.
chest. This
There's
chest.
chests there. Yes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if they were just part of what you were looking.
That's what we were pointing at.
Everything on this map is on this map.
Okay.
Maybe we can find a rag or something in that chest.
Don't get your hopes
one of
up.
these old chairs? Is there a way to like? They said they're all like molding and falling apart. Is one of them
Correct.
missing? Like there's like, is there a chair leg I can grab as like a club?
You could definitely grab one. Yeah, you can break it off, but the wood itself is, if you hit something solid, it's gonna splinter. It's gonna shatter.
Yeah.
But yes, you can definitely like rip off a.
Yeah, I just want to have something.
leg and use it
It's
as
more
a
of like
club.
just having something in my hand
Yes, you can
as I'm
definitely do that.
adventuring.
So you break off one of the foot of the and you're using it as a makeshift club.
Yeah, got makeshift
The
club.
leg of a table might be better than the leg of a chair.
Can I pick up this candle?
Sure.
Is it still remaining lit while I'm
As
holding
soon
it?
as you pick it up, the light goes out.
Oh.
Okay. I put it back down on the table.
The light is still out.
Oh, you broke it.
Oh, you broke
Oh,
it.
I broke the candle.
Is
Open
this
this chest.
is this like a desk?
Is what a desk? Sorry.
Just this.
Yes, that is a desk. There's currently a candle, like a candelabra, with 3 candles on top. There seems to be some sort of, like, a piece of parchment ripped with what looks like to be a very old inkwell.
I'm gonna search the desk for hidden stuff.
Give me investigation. What is everyone else doing?
I'm searching the chest
Open the chest. Okay.
for rags.
You go to open up the chest, and you find that it has a mouth. I'm kidding, it's not a mimic. You open up the chest. There's a handful of unused parchment, blank sheets. They don't seem to be deteriorated from the moisture down here. It seems that the chest has kept the paper intact. So you have, if you want, 20 pages of fresh parchment.
Fuck yeah. Hell yeah.
So you look around this table. You look underneath it. You open up the drawer. It's pretty much falling apart. Inside the drawer, there is like a very colorful white quill with like black splotches.
Nice. I
Seems to
pocketed
be
it.
one of the. Sure, you pocketed.
Yeah.
Hey, Zero,
Yeah.
are you checking this chest?
I wanted to do an experiment before I open this chest, but yeah, the goal is we can open this chest here if it's open. I'm gonna take that candle again that's unlit, and before I do that, are these burning or are they just glowing?
They are they're burning.
Can I try to relight the candle that I broke with the fire of another candle?
Sure.
Smart.
How do you do this?
I hold like a birthday candle. I hold this one over this one.
Sure. You grab that candle and you light the candle with it. It glows a bright yellow instead of the magnificent orange that it previously was glowing.
Okay, so it's lit though. I have some
Yes,
amount of light
it is
around
lit.
me. All right, cool. I'm gonna try to open this chest now.
Okay.
Does it appear to be locked?
It's not locked. You open up the chest. You see inside some rat droppings.
Yep.
Okay. Do we want to take this? We should take this chest with us.
Wait,
Or is it
Why?
chocolate?
You look at the corner of the chest. It's been eaten away.
Oh, the
Thanks
chest
to rat
is
droppings.
not great. Okay.
And no
Well,
rat.
let's continue on forward.
So, what are these? Are these barrels?
Those are urns. You see a handful of urns, various heights. Some a foot, some foot and a half, some a little thicker than the others. They seem to be full of water. You look up at the ceiling; it seems to be dripping nonstop.
Does anyone have a
Okay.
stick or a rock or something?
I gave you a stick. You have a stick in your hands.
I need. There's this weird drawing on the ground. It looks ominous.
Can we see if we understand what it means?
So you come up to a sort of altar. In front of the altar, there seems to be a blue glowing orb on top of a sort of shaft. On the floor, there seems to be a pattern drawn in old chalk that's uh, faded over time. You still see remnants of the drawing, but it's not clear either through the movement of creatures over time, fading away this what you assume to be chalk lines. Um, to each side, there's a handful of urns. It's very well lit. There seems to be four kind of like small pillars about 3 feet in height, all holding torches. And there is a like a stone uh, altar. The carvings have like dulled away with time. Sitting right on top of the 3 stairs, like the 3 stair like podium.
So is this chalk the chalk lines, are they just as disjointed as it appears on this map?
Yes.
Okay. I think
Is
we're
it safe?
fine.
If you want, I can touch it first.
I poke
No.
it. Yeah, usually the lines have to be connected for magic to work.
Oh. Seems safe.
Now that thing, I don't know.
Come to Papa.
Maybe
Let me
don't
follow
touch
you.
that.
I'm gonna follow you up, and I'll kind of brace him in case he gets thrown back.
Sure. You approach the blue orb. It faintly shimmers. It looks like it's like an orb of water swirling about.
I
And
reach out.
inside,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
a small, faint blue that shimmers from this weird, strange liquid.
Hmm.
What are you doing with it?
I'm gonna touch it.
Poke
Okay.
it.
Give me a dex save.
Oh.
Sure.
Does he get advantage because I'm bracing him?
You want to hold on to him?
Well, that's what I was like, kind of like standing behind him, making sure he doesn't get thrown back.
Like, are you actively holding on to him?
Not sure.
Give me a dex save.
Ah,
Okay. As you're bracing the dragonborn, and he reaches out to touch the orb, as soon as your fingers connect with the liquid, you get shocked. You take a whopping 7 points of lightning damage.
uh-huh.
And 0. Your muscles tense and seize up as you're making connection with the dragonborn. As he gets shocked, the current passes on to you. You take 4 points of lightning damage.
Oops.
Ow.
Oh, we should not do that again.
I said not to touch it.
Interesting though. I wonder what it means.
Yeah, is there like any like symbols or anything behind it?
Oh, there's a handful of symbols on the ground that are barely legible. Some faded over time. There's nothing around the archway. The archway seems to be like a carving of a door.
What's the purpose of something that just shocks you when you touch it?
JD, how did you get there?
He faced through a
can-
wall, apparently.
I don't know. I guess there's no door. I don't know.
There's a door over here. Right
Where's
here.
the door?
Right here.
Oh, is that? Oh, okay.
Anyway. What is this? Is this just like a raised platform?
It looks like it's just a
This is an altar.
Is there any? And is the writing in any language we understand, or?
You do not recognize. Nobody recognizes it according to their languages.
Okay. Well, it's interesting, but I don't know if there's anything we can do.
Maybe we should look around. Maybe there's some writing or something.
Do you have that parchment?
Mm-hmm.
Can I have some?
Oh, yes. Here you go. I give you one page.
I take some of the parchment. Is there a way? I want to see if I can get. Was there like? I want to try to get charcoal of some kind. Is there like a burnt piece of wood? Is there a piece of wood I can set on fire? Like if I set my wooden leg on fire with one of these candles.
The wood is not good enough to. It's raw.
Okay.
You're not going to be able to get usable charcoal out of it.
Okay, I'm trying
I have
to
this
figure out
quill.
That's gonna help.
Wait,
Yeah,
that ink.
so
There's dried ink on the table, isn't there? Old inkwells.
Was it dry or is it still usable?
It's dry.
I spit in the ink.
Yeah.
Am I able to
You
get
spit in the bottle.
able to get the ink usable enough for me to make like to take some like are these runes and stuff carved into the stone?
No, it's some sort of chalk.
All right, would I be able to get a transfer onto the paper if I just like,
You'll
put the paper?
smudge the chalk off. There's no transfer. You can't transfer.
Have I seen anything else in
The only thing you're going to be able to transfer is the pattern of the stone.
Okay.
Alan, have I seen any other like druidic symbols or anything since I've been here?
Nope, you have not seen any kind of druidic symbol.
Now let me understand. There's a door here.
It's a carving of a stone door.
Oh, but not actually a door.
Not actually a door, just a carving.
There's no symbols of religion or gods or extra powerful beings.
Nothing that catches your eye. No.
Oh, there's a door over here. Should I go?
7 from up top.
I'm gonna go in this door over here.
Okay.
We shouldn't go anywhere alone.
I'm going. Oh, look, more barrels.
I assume.
Yeah, a handful of barrels, and you see an archway leading into a small room with a writing desk, chair, and 3 beds. There seems to be some sort of cabinet on the east wall and some sort of like dresser drawer. To the south, it's just a blank wall.
I open up the dresser.
Okay. Give me a dexterity 7 throw.
Sure.
I'm kidding.
Look under
You open up the dresser drawer. It's the dresser itself isn't in as bad condition as the rest of this wood. The feel, the texture of the wood, gives off it was very well taken care of. It was like it's some sort of oiled wood. The care from whoever lived here shows, as this thing isn't as deteriorated as the rest of the wood. You open it up, you find 3 sets of robes, all blue.
Take them.
Hey, give me one of those.
Okay. Also, what's that?
That is a writing desk.
Check that out.
Okay, I'll search the desk.
3.
Sure. Give me an investigation.
Invest, not that.
Okay. The writing desk, like the drawer, or not the drawer, the cabinet, it doesn't seem to have worn as bad as the rest of the furniture in here.
Hmm.
There is a single book on the writing desk. You flip through the pages; they're all blank. There's no title on the book. There is a quill and an empty inkwell next to the book itself. There's one of those fancy candles that you've seen. Nothing strange about the writing desk. You look underneath, no secret compartments.
Just an empty book.
Blank?
Yeah, it looks like he was gonna start writing in a journal. Or she, I guess.
I open this thing.
That is a broken grandfather clock.
I open it.
You open it. You see the pendulum.
I take it.
It is attached to the clock.
I break it
Okay, how do you wish to break it?
with my man hands.
Sure. You tug and pull on the pendulum. You pull the pendulum down, and you hear a click, and you hear stone on stone grinding as the south wall starts to shift.
I'm so tired of the stone on stone conflict.
What? The wall shifts?
It shifted, and you see it it started indenting, and then you hear a click. Seems like a door has opened to the south
I
of you.
look over. Are you breaking things?
No, I thought this might trigger some sort of secret door, which it has. Try and find whatever.
I believe it.
So
Well,
basically, it's like a door that got indented in, and you hear a click. You slowly push on the door, and it's on hinges, and it pushes forward, revealing a spiral staircase heading down.
Hello? Where did everybody go?
Oh, you get the.
I
Who is
yell for
watching
Zero.
Who's watching?
I left
I was-
Zero in 14's capable hands.
God damn it, 3.
What?
I was standing here and looking at the sigils, and then everybody left.
Zero, we're over
Come on,
here.
Zero.
14, you're supposed to watch
Okay,
him.
there we go. Okay, where did they go?
I have found a staircase.
No, good job. How did you find that?
By
Magic.
tinkering with this clock here, I have discovered it intentionally.
Oh,
It means he accidentally
So
poked
smart.
something.
okay. Did you try taking the pendulum out of the clock? We might be able to sell that.
Yeah, I tried that too. It's fine. We'll leave it for now. We'll get it on the way back.
Okay.
Down these stairs.
So now that the Dragonborn in front of you has opened the hidden door, you see before you a spiral stair, like a spiral stone staircase leading down. It's pretty wide. 2 people can go in at a time. It's like a 10-foot wide set of staircases. Staircase? Cuckoo?
Yes,
English hard.
we know what you mean.
For sure.
Spiraling staircase that's 10 feet wide, right?
That is what I mean. You go down now, yes?
Yes,
If there's slide, you die. I'm kidding. So you head down?
Yes, come
It
for.
is. It's very dark. There are no lights down there.
Oh, I have a light.
Oh, you have a light? Okay, perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, I have my candle.
Are you going first, or are you just handing the light off?
No, neither.
Neither. Gotcha.
I can see.
Yeah, sure. You get dark vision. So you start heading down, right? The tall dragonborn starts making his way down the stairs.
With 4. I bring
With
4
what?
with me.
You're
Yeah,
bringing
go
in
ahead.
4 with you. The 2 dragonborn that looks identical are heading down the spiral wooden. Or why do I want to keep saying
feels
wooden?
right to travel with
We
him.
know what it is.
The stone staircase. Yes. Anyone else following, or is it just them?
Yeah. Follow.
Okay.
I will go
Gotcha.
last.
I will go
Everyone
second to
except
last.
for Zero.
No, I'm there. I'm going last.
Yeah, correct. You're going last.
We're all
Just
rolling
edge
back
it.
saves or something.
Taking up the
There you
rear.
go.
Be right here.
Sure. Is that good?
Yes.
Zero, or do you want to be up here?
No, we can. Yeah, that's fine.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. You start heading down. It takes a good minute and a half until you hit the bottom. What you see before you is a bunch of bodies sprawled across the floor. You see a handful of people clad in leather armor, some in chain, some holding weapons. All of them currently collapsed on the ground. Each of them embraced by a wooden figure, like a wooden person.
Does it look like?
Stop looking at me.
14?
Similar, yeah.
Huh.
Are they dead?
They are decomposing. Some
Oh.
completely skeleton. A bunch of them just like dust, and some just armor sprawled about.
What the hell? There's a bunch of 14s down here.
Well, they don't
Hey,
look
guys.
just like him.
We have equipment now.
I'm
What's
not
that?
wearing something from a dead person.
We can wash it off first.
So, are there any that still have like flesh on them?
No, none that have like flesh on them.
Cool. Great.
Are we worried that these metal men things can wake up and
There's no
four-
metal.
or not
men.
metal?
wood.
There's wood. These things.
Maybe 14 should go and inspect them.
Are these your family?
How would he know that?
I don't know who I am.
If they look identical, I mean, I'm just assuming this one's family.
Wait, does identical mean family?
No.
14. Give me an investigation. You're getting help, so you get advantage. All right, 12. Yeah. You look about this area, and you start moving about, and you see various equipment.
Moving a boot.
So you see each one of these men clutching a wooden, looks like a humanoid, non-moving, clearly deceased. With among the bodies, you find this equipment. All the items on the list you can add into the group loot and spread it amongst yourselves, I guess.
Oh, damn, we have like 6 flame tongues.
What? Crazy.
Oh yeah, by the way,
a Vorpal sword.
the hefty dragonborn just falls and collapses. He died of a heart attack.
What?
So all that unhealthy food, man, just got like fucking scoffed down.
Did I even get a
Yeah,
death?
too fast.
No, you got poisoned by the end.
So let's see. What do we want to get?
You're marked for death.
I have updated the group loot.
Among the spoils that 14 brings about, you have 2 rapiers, 3 short swords, 2 sets of leather armor, 2 hand crossbows, 2 short bows, 45 arrows, 25 bolts, a battle axe, a great axe, a quarterstaff, 3 heater shields, a wooden targe, and a long sword.
Do you know what sucks? It's a type of shield.
Wooden shield, you say?
If I'm proficient in light crossbows, am I proficient in hand crossbows or no?
No, hand crossbows are different.
Yeah.
I can take a small sword.
Let's see here. I need a perception from the druid, the bard, the wizard, and the cleric.
Perception?
The wizard and the
Perception.
cleric are the
By
same.
cleric, do you mean sorcerer?
I mean, he's a cleric.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah, the
He's
wizard
a
and the cleric
wizard.
are the same person.
God, I'm
Yeah,
rolling.
sure,
Yeah.
sure.
I'm rolling
Uh,
shit.
You
He
guys
rolled
see
twice.
a handful of pouches, and you see two out of the three have some sort of crystal.
Hmm.
So 14, you recognize one of the crystal, like, what would they call it? It's like a crystal medallion. This one seems to be made out of like tree ember.
Okay.
And one of the wooden figures is wearing it around their neck as a necklace. You recognize this as a druidic focus.
Nice.
I will gently and as respectfully as I can remove it
Sure.
from her.
The sorcerer, you spot on the bodies of three of these similar like amulets.
Mhm.
These are made of various like gemstone.
Yeah, I'll go take one off of them. Just
You
to
found three caster focus.
yeah.
Oh, cool. 3. That's how many we need.
Exactly.
Nice. I can cast spells now.
You said the
Do
wooden
you know?
wooden target is a shield, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that.
Yep, take some time to disperse the loot amongst yourselves. Write it on your character sheets. I'm gonna pee.
Okay.
Me too, I'll be back.
Okay.
Did anyone take the longsword?
I was going to, but you can have it if you want. I'll take the battle axe. I thought you might
No,
want
I'll
the
take
axe.
the axe. Yeah, I'll take the axe.
There's
There's
there's only 2 suits of leather armor, so you guys might want to figure out who gets those.
Yeah,
I
that's
take one.
really good. And
you know, there's 3 sets of chainmail.
What?
Oh.
Really?
Yeah, it's
Nice.
it's not.
No, it's not.
wow,
There.
there's still only
Hold
2
on.
leather armor.
Add that in. Sweet. I'll be right back.
That's much better.
It's still only 5 of us being armored.
Sorry, there we go.
That's fine.
3 chainmail, 2 leather armors. That's what's there. I mean, the barbarian doesn't need armor.
Oh, that's true. So then
Anyways,
I'll
I
take
gotta
leather
pee.
armor.
So we're like, okay.
So who's getting what armor?
Everybody except the barbarians getting armor.
I don't take armor.
I can
I have
only
no
wear the
proficiencies.
leather.
I think. Hang on, let me see.
Doop, 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 doop.
Yeah, I'll throw on the other armor because that's what I can wield. Oh, I can wear chain too.
Yeah, you're a cleric. It's up to medium, I think.
All right, I'm back.
Okay.
You say chain shirt or chain mail?
Chainmail.
Okay.
I'm gonna take one of these. I'm gonna take a rapier as well.
You can't wear the chainmail though. Unfortunately, it's heavy armor.
Who
Is
can't?
chainmail heavy? I thought it was light or medium.
It's heavy. Chainmail, chain shirt is medium, but chainmail is heavy.
I take the chain mail.
Oh, yeah, I can't wear that, so it is leather for me.
'Cause I don't think I can use.
Did Manny take the battle axe?
Yeah, I took the axe.
Okay.
I'm just taking a focus.
There was no focus for me, which is unfortunate.
And there's 3 caster focuses.
I take one.
No, it's because you're. Do you have to have a
Come
cleric
back.
focus and a wizard focus?
Yeah.
No, you just have to click one.
Well, right now I'll need a cleric one, but eventually I will need both. Yes.
Really?
Yeah, one's an arcane focus, one's a holy focus.
Is anybody
Yeah.
gonna take one of these bows?
I took a
You
short
can't-
bow.
Okay. I'm marking off stuff I'm
How-
taking in the thing.
How would that work with like the change? Because that's basically changing a weapon, right?
No, because I can put my holy symbol on like a shield or my armor.
So
No,
There's
but
just
still,
you don't like. There's just it's just a necklace. Like you just grab it, done. It's like
Yeah, you have to
it's,
hold
it's
it.
a necklace. You don't
And
have to
then
hold
my
it. You just grab
my
it. and
arcane
hold it.
my arcane focus can be like a staff or something.
Mm-hmm.
so who's wearing chainmail?
Me.
Everyone has
Take your
everyone
stuff
but,
out of
like,
the
okay, so the barbarian doesn't need
group loot.
armor because they have unarmored defense. You have 2 sets of leather and 3 sets of chainmail. So whatever wants to be.
Does anybody want a hand crossbow?
no proficiencies for it.
You can always sell
Okay, then
the
I'll take
off
one.
gear that you
Yeah.
would use.
I just want one to have to hold. Because if nobody else is gonna use it,
JD,
guess-
you almost they tilled Earth for
So-
70 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, Archive just come down here.
Tomorrow.
oh,
We're gonna come in like all decked out in this old stuff we found.
All right,
So I
Liam's
guess-
like, oh, that was Bill's. Where'd you find Bill's armor?
Oh,
He was
So
making it good.
Chris, you took 1 set of leather armor, right?
Yes.
I'll take 1.
You have proficiency in mail, Chris.
I do, but not chainmail.
You have medium armor. Chainmail is medium.
Chainmail's heavy.
Chainmail's heavy.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Get fucked. Sell it.
Yeah, it's worth good money.
You will all watch as the leather armor kind of gets absorbed.
Takes an hour to do that.
Yeah, why the fuck are we going? Are we leaving now?
I mean, are you gonna sit here for an hour and do that?
I don't know.
I'm not. These people look like they hung out here for a little bit too long.
Yeah. Just hold on to it for now. We have a canvas sack, so we can put the rest of the stuff in the sack.
yeah.
That's the group loot.
Okay.
Yeah, this
All right,
picture's
all right.
definitely not of a mimic.
So I have the canvas sack. So I open it up. We put everything else inside of it.
Did you say mimic?
The group loot picture.
Yeah, it
Oh.
definitely looks like one.
Ah, it's not a mimic, guys.
Are you tracking ammunition with an API?
Don't worry about that shit.
Well, because I'm moving my arrows to a spot.
You just move your arrows to wherever you want.
So is this all we see down here? It's just these corpses and stuff?
Correct.
Okay.
And a loot.
Seems to have been like a small like militia of people.
This
And
almost
all of
looks.
them are laying there peacefully with some sort of wooden female humanoid embracing them.
It looks like this was some kind of wood orgy.
Wait,
And then they
14,
just stayed here and died.
14 and 0 took leather armor?
Yep.
Okay, then I don't have it.
Do you want the leather armor?
Oh, it's fine. We can trade whenever we get into town.
I mean, we're selling some chainmail, right? So we can.
Yeah,
We have some leftover stuff. We can get you some leather armor.
If they have it.
Yeah.
it's true. Well, the ship just came in.
Just wear a blacksmithing apron.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, now we can go to those ruins.
Yeah.
The day is waning. We might want to head back for the night. This
But-
probably wasn't enough adventuring for one day.
I've only been here like an hour.
Yeah, but by the time we get back to town, it'll be dark.
It was like an hour to get here.
It was an hour to get here.
just
An
an
hour,
hour?
yeah.
Oh, well, that's fine. It's only 1 p.m. then.
Yeah, it's
Well,
not
no,
very
it was
late.
2 when we left.
We left at noon.
We left at noon, so we got here at 1. Probably about 1:30, almost 2 o'clock now, and then
That's fine.
about 3 when we get back. Going to the ruins at now would that's
Well,
another
no.
2-hour walk.
Not right this second.
But you guys are injured.
Does
Look,
anyone
there's
else?
beds.
Yeah.
Does anyone else feel like these amulets? There seems some sort of power from them, but I'm not quite sure what it means yet.
Like magic?
Yeah, something.
Silly, there's no magic.
I wish I could cast magic. That'd be fun.
They're just shiny. I
I'm
like
going
shiny
to attempt to
things.
cast magic.
Sure. What do you attempt to cast?
Message.
Okay. What do you want to say and to whom?
I'm gonna say it to 14, be like, hey, can you hear me in your head?
You.
I'll like step
So
out.
Zero,
I'll step
you
out here.
hear the half elf whisper something, and then 14 in your head. You hear, "Hey, can you hear this?"
Also, you can reply.
It's not polite to whisper, little girl.
Yes, I can hear this.
Hey, I can do magic.
Wish I could cast magic.
Uh, so the people with necklaces can do magic.
Mm-hmm. Sure can.
Well, you guys do some magic then.
Okay.
I give him my necklace.
I cast Primal Savagery, and my hand turns into these sharp claws, and acid starts dripping off.
Ooh,
Ugh.
that could be handy. Now I see why you didn't pick up any weapons.
Ugh.
Yes, I felt as though I don't normally use them.
Okay, well, let's go back to that blue thing now.
Blue thing? What are we gonna do to the blue thing?
Cast magic at it.
Didn't it already hurt people?
Yeah.
That
In
was
this
before
vantage
we had
point,
the
we might be
magic.
able to do it.
Maybe. I still find it strange. There's a whole small militia of people seemingly and lovingly embraces with these
Maybe it was
strange
like some
wood
kind of
creatures.
ritual or something.
Have you all seen out those windows?
In passing, yes, this is an unusual place.
Behold. I'm gonna try and cast a spell.
Sure.
I'm gonna command the orb to come into my possession.
How do you wish to do this?
Cometh here, if. I concentrate.
So you see this heavy-set dragonborn, one hand on his temple, one hand outstretched, commanding it to leave its little area and levitate towards him. How long do you wish to do this for?
Oh.
14, as you move up, your amulet starts glowing a small little faint bluish color.
Oh,
Ooh.
I did not know that would happen.
I need silence. Concentration.
Does it get brighter as I get closer?
Yes.
Okay.
The orb, as soon as you move up to next to the dragonborn, the orb basically moves towards the stone door and opens up
Oh,
into a portal.
oh,
Oh, I did it. Whew.
you are outstanding.
So powerful.
14, you found the key.
Apparently I did. This is.
Should we go through it? Can I peek and see if there's like you can see through it?
You see a swirling whirlpool set on the door.
But you can't like
Of
see
water.
anything through it.
You cannot see anything through it now. Faint blue glow.
I poke like the tip of my sword through it.
The sword goes through it. You bring back the sword. No.
Seems safe.
You are not made of metal.
You don't know that.
No, you're right. Go ahead.
Yep, go ahead, Seven.
I'll stick a talon through.
You stick a talon through. Nothing. Feels a little bit colder.
Ooh, it feels nice.
I push him through.
Oh! Dog's check.
How did I get down here? I was up there just a second ago.
You're losing your memory even more.
That's just the oldness, though.
Maybe this is how we ended up in.
Are you really pushing them through?
Yeah.
Okay. Make competing athletics.
Oh gosh, okay.
Acrobatics or athletics for JD. Oh shit! All right. So
Yeah.
she's trying to shove you through the portal, but you're just so massive compared to the little elf, half elf, I should say.
Oh, you're
What
no
are you
fun.
doing?
I was just gonna see what would happen if he went through.
Oh, you want me to go through?
Yeah.
You could just ask.
Just
I
stick
know,
your
but it
head
would have been
through,
funnier if you were surprised.
I stick my head through.
Stick your head through. You see another room.
I walk through.
I follow.
Yes, let us all go.
Wow.
Wow.
This place is much bigger than it first appeared to be.
Is there a portal behind us?
Or was this a one-way trip?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Great. Now we're stuck.
No, there's a portal.
Which is animated.
It's cooler than anything JD's ever done.
Yeah, that's how you know it's a portal. It's animated.
Everything I'm gonna do is gonna be cooler than JD's. Heads up.
Yeah, JD, there's no lines on white screens. Don't worry about it. I'm gonna search these pots.
So you enter a familiar chamber, kind of almost what the other one looked like. This one looks destroyed halfway through. You see the same sets of candles light up as soon as you enter the. To the south of you, the stone fades away into dirt, and you see a handful of broken purple eggs with like some sort of purple vines set into the earth.
Ooh.
That's not.
Now, this is what I was talking about. You see, we're out here. We don't know what we're doing. We don't know what we're capable of, and yet we're in a place that we probably shouldn't be in.
14, is that how your people are made? Just like those egg things?
All I hear is complaining.
I don't know.
Hey,
I forgot that's the answer to all the questions.
Zero. You remember that rag you found?
Yes. I didn't find it. I asked for it.
Put it in your mouth.
No. I'm just being the sense of reason here. I mean, just
it's okay.
Think about it.
I appreciate
Anything
it,
about
Zero.
these eggs familiar?
We'll find a nice home for you later.
I just forgot. I forgot to do something very important, but it's okay. We'll deal with it later.
Oh.
Yeah, I'll tell you what about it when it. But for now, just keep going.
Anything about these eggs familiar?
Nothing familiar about these eggs. You want to go up and investigate them, or you want to use perception from here? What do you have? It's fairly dark down here. There's no source of light. You're currently just using your dark vision.
I have a light, or did that come with me?
Oh yeah, that came with you. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll get a little bit closer and examine.
7?
Give me investigation.
7. Can I borrow that necklace?
Hey, that was good.
So you see a handful of these eggs, like 11, just set on the like in the earth around. there's purple vines grasping the eggs from coming from the soil. All of these eggs that you see are broken with some sort of wet ooze inside.
Does it look like broken as in smashed or broken as in it hatched?
Broken as in smashed.
Okay. Something smashed all these eggs.
Hmm.
It's kind of sad, or it's good, depending on what the eggs hatch.
Yes, we don't know what was in them, so.
So I'm gonna like you see as I'm squinting to try to see everything better, and then I just mutter a word like almost in like by rote or habit, and I'm gonna cast dancing lights.
Sure.
That like I'm trying to see, and then I'm like, oh damn it,
Now,
and then light disappears.
now I'm not sure about a lot of things lately, but I don't know if legs are natural.
How many orbs do you get, and what's the size of?
I'm just gonna cast one. We'll just have one orb right now.
How much
They
bright
are.
light does it give you?
Yeah, hold on. I will post.
Is it 2040?
It is 10-foot radius and a dim light.
They're dim light and 10 feet.
Within how the area you can also combine. I can
What's the bright
combine the
light?
four.
Does it have a bright light?
It just says torch-sized lights.
Well, I mean, it also says later on.
Because later on, I can
Each light
combine them to make the humanoid, and then whichever form each light's
sheds
sheds
dim light in a 10-foot radius.
Yeah, so that's different.
When the light appears, I attack it as if out of habit.
Torches or lanterns, so 10 dim, 20 bright, I believe.
Yeah, I mean, you would put them in roll 20 as 2010, but yeah.
Oh, cool. Lights. So does this keep going, like, off this way and this way?
Yeah, are these branching paths?
Okay, you should have access to it. Can you move it, Jake?
I don't see it. Oh, there it is, up there. Yes, I can move it.
Okay, perfect.
That's
What was the
all
question?
These pathways, do they, like, continue this way? This way?
There you go. Now everyone can see the light. Stop eating it. I'm sorry. One more time. Go ahead. So the paths caved in to the west and caved in to the south.
Okay.
You see a handful more of these once the light starts shedding its light. You see a handful of like more of these eggs. They glisten. This weird amethyst purple.
Should we take some? Maybe we could sell it.
You see to the south, there seems to be some sort of like a wooden platform with a handful of barrels and also another like egg up top. And you see a similar platform with a wooden ladder just to the west of you.
This is strange. I wonder where we actually are. I know we walked through a portal, so we could be anywhere.
Let me look up there. I'm gonna climb up to this one.
Sure.
See if there's anything interesting.
There's a ladder, so you can climb up, no problem.
And then I'll just like kind of search through
Yep. So you climb up to the ladder or up the ladder on the platform. There's about 3 barrels here, 1 egg. There's like a broken crate, some spare. Did you want to search like in depth? If so,
Yeah.
just give me an investigation. Sure, give me an
Yeah.
investigation.
Why not?
Okay. So you're moving the lumber aside to reveal the crate that you see, the broken crate. The lid is ajar. You open up the crate itself. You see a handful of empty like glass jars. But as you're shifting through the jars themselves, something catches your eye in your peripheral. You see um, a hand start emerging from the egg.
Ah! Uh, uh, this egg is hatching.
What?
Kill it.
About 10 seconds after you the egg itself bursts
Ugh.
and spews forth a pretty large creature resembling something
From your
um,
nightmares.
yeah, something from your night, something similar to a canine. It's brown, leathery skin. It's got some weird husk, like this weird chitin on its face, like in front of his face, some sort of like faceplate. It's got uh, long white sharp teeth, and just like a small like puff of mane like on his cheeks.
Is it nice?
Uh, it doesn't appear to be nice. My soundboard's broken, so I can't make the cool sounds right now. Else, I had like a hatching noise and everything. It was fucking awesome,
Aw.
but it's broken. So
Um, I'm gonna try to back away from it.
sure. As you're slowly making movements, its eyes dart right at you, sensing movement. And I need you guys to roll initiative.
Yeah, okay.
Oh no.
Oh, shoot. Oh, thanks.
My name is super wrong in the initiative tracker.
Yeah.
I can only see my name, so.
It's because these tokens were made before you changed your names.
Yeah. You can just change your token name. See, fixed it.
There we go. Perfect.
I can only see my name too, so.
Yeah.
That's fine.
All right. Kels, it's your turn. What do you wish to do?
Um, I'm going to say, shh, go to sleep. I'm gonna guess sleep.
Sure.
I don't know if that'll work, but
You see the beast get very, very dressed, but shake it off.
oh, son of okay. And then, it's right next to me, isn't it?
Mhm.
Well, that's all I can do. Just gonna hold up my sword and prepare to be attacked.
Sure thing. 0. What do you wish to do?
I'm gonna draw my short bow at it.
Mm-hmm. 11 misses.
I guess I wasn't good at this.
I'll say.
Is that it?
Yeah. I have no spell focus.
It's going to attempt to
Oh shoot. Okay.
leap at you, but unfortunately, it's very unstable up here. It's going to fall, break
Okay.
one of the planks, and collapse and roll down and lands about here. Taking some damage.
Yay.
It's going to use the rest of its move to stand up from prone and take a defensive action. All right. $13 misses.
Okay, that's my turn.
All right. You swing your sword, not completely used to its weight, and you whiff the blow. 14.
There we go.
This sword is broken.
Oh.
I will cast Primal Savagery.
Sure thing.
Nice.
The fingers on your hand elongate to claws, and you swipe at the. You hit and it gives a
Oh,
yelp.
fucking. Aw.
And it gives a yelp as some Primal Savagery acid. It does acid damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that it's slashing. Neat. Yeah. As you touch its leathery hide, it burns. It gives a small little yelp as you do 1 point of acid damage to it.
Take that.
I'm gonna bonus action move my light,
Sure thing.
and then I'm going.
Why do you only have 2 spell points?
Because it's only how many spell slots I have.
Start with 2.
You-
Right?
2 first.
You
level
start with
spells.
No,
four.
4.
You start
at
with
first
4.
level.
4
What?
spell points.
Yeah.
First level.
Each first level spell slot is worth 2 spell points.
Oh. Okay. And I have more. Yeah. My
Did you
character
edit
sheet
it?
is still. My character sheet still looks like it always has. Like I have the slots and everything.
Yeah, it's gonna look. the same.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's supposed to be different.
So if you look at the core, I don't know why you changed the manual. But if you look at the core, you look to the right, you see spell points used,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I made that.
Why isn't it linked?
I make it into this.
Oh, that's why you changed the bar manually.
I make it into this.
Yeah, I have. It has a setting, like it's called other resource. I just set it, so you don't.
Okay.
So yeah, it
Okay.
should be fixed then.
All right. I'm just gonna point at it and say your
Sure. Take your phone.
deck save.
Deck save. It rolled a 16.
That's
What's your DC?
success.
Okay.
Fuck.
Does it take any damage?
No.
Cut. Mandy, it is your turn.
Cool.
Please hit it.
Do you guys do flanking?
Flanking grants +1 to attack,
Okay.
and it has to be parallel to the person.
Exact opposite.
Yeah, so that's a 12 to hit then.
That is a 12 to hit. 12 misses, unfortunately.
Man,
Oh,
this is
darn.
going great.
We're still getting used to things.
Yeah, not quite used to the balance of the great axe. You swing and you miss, almost cleaving your poor friend 14.
Your poor tree friend.
Sorry.
Ah,
He's our property.
Why
wow.
are you saying that? You're so mean.
What?
What's wrong with you?
Did the monster look like it took damage when it fell?
Yes. It looks
Okay.
like it took some damage.
The
Good.
ground
So I'm not the only one that's done damage.
Is it my
Yep,
turn?
he did damage himself. Yep. Kels, what do you wish to do?
I'm gonna pull out this hand crossbow and see if I can shoot it with that.
Sure. 23 is a hit.
Yay.
Choo.
And
You
then
shoot it in the hind leg. It gives a yelp as a bolt is now sticking from its
take
hind
that,
quarters.
ugly mutt. And then I'm gonna say, hey, 7. No, let's see. Yeah, 7. You totally got this. Keep trying. And I'm gonna give him bardic inspiration,
Bardic inspiration.
which is a d6.
Her words of inspiration have boosted your morale. Yeah, you can do this.
I'm a glorious golden god.
Boosting your ego, so easy.
Just keep saying that.
That's
I'm
my
sure
turn.
nothing will ever go wrong.
All these tokens suck, or these icons suck for inspiration.
Hmm.
So here, I'll just use this for now. I'm gonna create custom ones later. Is that it?
Yep.
All right, 0, your turn.
Well, after failing with my bow, I'm gonna move in. I'm gonna hit him with my staff.
Sure thing. Foregoing your bow, you swipe over, thinking you can hit it with a staff. Yes, you got this.
Oh, careful.
As you go to hit, you kind of
my hip.
step on some gravel, some loose dirt, and you slip, completely whiffing.
Oh man, we're so good at
Great.
this game, guys.
Now the old man needs a knee replacement.
I need a new hip. This is the most epic fight ever. I love it.
It's so sad. We're like, how do you use these weapons? I don't know.
Level 1 fights are the best.
Yeah, it's
They
pretty
are.
great.
Okay, this thing gets to go.
Someone's about to die.
It's going to take a bite. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm sorry. That is Mandy. So it's going to turn around and it's going to try to take a bite against the orc.
Do it.
That is a 17.
Oof.
Your AC is
15.
15,
Yeah, much
so it
longer.
hits. You take 6 points of piercing damage
Oof.
as it takes a bite at your shin.
Ow.
Right, it's its turn.
You got this. Damn it.
You can add a
Plus a D6.
D6 to the.
I don't think.
Just do it.
Sure, whatever.
Actually, I don't think a 14 can hit.
I don't remember.
Fuck it.
15.
I'm just gonna suck.
You're just gonna
I'm
suck.
fine. Yeah.
Phoom, completely whiff. 14. It's your turn.
I will do the same thing as before. Go with my acid claws.
Sure thing.
I should have given it to
Come on.
14.
Oh my
Uh,
god.
You swipe at it.
Oh.
Nine
It's-
is a miss.
It's just too crafty.
It seems to be just too agile for your slow frame.
Do I have to do everything up here?
Yes, please.
All right. 4, it's your turn.
We're all awful.
Maybe we all picked up the wrong weapon.
What CR is this thing? We're gonna get like 3 levels off this.
Maybe the old man has the acid
You guys
claws.
can't even hit a fucking shitty ass single.
I hit it just fine. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
I hit it once and did 8 damage.
You got this
I am-
4.
I nearly
I'm
put
a
it to sleep.
spellcaster.
I'm gonna move forward. And I reach out and try to touch it.
Sure.
Inflict
Reach out
those
and touch
wounds.
me.
That is a hit. Yep. Inflict that
Curb
wound.
stop it.
Oh, you touch, and you see this purple energy transfer from your hand into the creature, but he seems to be unfazed by necrotic damage.
Oh no.
Oh,
Nice.
Fuck.
That
course.
sucks.
The high damage he doesn't take any of it.
that's awful.
Well, Now we know.
And I think that's 2 spell points.
Is
Yep.
it Tizzle?
It's 2.
I don't know how it works.
You just take it down on your spell
Page
points tracker.
288 in the DMG.
All right. 2, it's your turn.
So I get really angry
Uh-huh.
and then just rage. And then I turn into a bear.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I don't have your bear token, but you see
That's a
your friend turned into a bipedal bear.
Oh no!
she
Still
gets
holding
big
her
too?
great-
She's the bite turned her into a bear person.
Oh no.
I mean, she grows a little bit. She grows. How tall are you? 5'9"?
yeah, I'm 5'9".
Yeah, you're like 8 feet now.
Oh, you're taller than
And
me.
she's wielding her. It's a bipedal bear, and it's wielding a great axe. And you
That's
wanna swing at her?
terrifying.
So your AC grows by 1, and that's a hit. All that damage. Oh, okay, yeah. You cleave. Well, how do you want to kill it?
Right, it's at
Slice it in half.
Sure. You cleave this beast in half
Dang.
as it falls to the ground. It's viscera just everywhere.
Ew. We're gonna need some new linens.
What?
I think she picked the right weapon.
You see a bear in front of you holding a giant great axe
For the next 6 seconds.
for the next seconds as she
I
turns.
levy my quarterstaff at her.
Hello.
Rawr.
You can still talk in bear form.
I
She
know.
knows.
I
Voice
say
super
roar.
I'm gonna start
All right.
searching through barrels
6
again.
seconds later, you turn back into. I must remove the music.
Which dragonborn is injured?
the one with the sword, whatever he has.
Yeah, I don't know. Remember which number.
I'm 7,
7.
motherfucker.
7.
Just gotta remember, JD's half as good at this game than Jake.
4 is the quiet one.
You see my acid dripping hand reaching towards your face. It goes into a warm glow, and I cast Cure Wounds.
You feel this energy transfer from 14 into your body. It feels warm and soothing. How much does he heal for? You heal for 5 points of healing damage.
Healing damage.
You take 5 points of healing damage.
It burns.
Negative.
It
You take
burns so good.
5 points of negative damage.
Oh. We can all do magic. You turn into a bear. You can heal with your acid touch.
Yes, that's what I did.
I don't think there's anything interesting up here.
Or maybe it's me. Maybe I just heal from acid.
I think you need to come back down.
Yeah.
I
didn't get hit though.
What
He's
was
a-
that?
This is more of a reason why I shouldn't be here.
Also, I'm gonna see if there's any more eggs that are whole and then smash them.
Oh, that's a good idea. Let's smash the
them.
eggs.
Yep.
Yep, you go about, you start
Already
smashing some of these eggs. The majority of them already been smashed. None of them were in the phase of half. I need the 2 dragonborn. Yeah, the 2 dragonborns to give me a perception check. Both of you see within the body there's this small glowing purple pot that's left the entrails of this beast.
But
I go to remove it.
You pick it up. It's pretty hard. It's pretty smooth. Some sort of pod. Purple in color.
Do you want to put this in your mouth pouch?
No, you can have it.
Put it in my pocket.
Mouth pouch.
Pocket it.
I think we should go now. Zero, you're right. We should always listen to you.
Yes.
I
Yeah,
feel
let's
fine.
go.
Yeah.
What?
I don't belong here, guys. You guys are the young and spry and fighting. That one turns into a bear.
Yeah, that was pretty cool.
Is it?
I shoot a bow poorly and I can't hit with a staff.
Yeah, but there might be something else that you can do.
Yeah,
I
we'll just
mean,
pick
you
another
might be able
weapon.
to use magic. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most
You
likely
just don't have a
not.
necklace yet.
Take you to an elderly home.
I'm sure you're not completely useless.
I mean, try doing that thing that 14 did.
Yeah, try and kill someone with acid.
No,
I can't,
the other
can't
the
cast
other
magic.
thing.
The healing thing.
I can't do that.
You didn't try. Here, try it on me.
I poke her.
Oh my gosh, with magic.
I don't have that.
Alright.
You didn't try.
I have. I mean, here I'll close my eyes and I'll think real hard, and I'll try to cast magic.
What do you wish to try to attempt to cast?
I'm gonna try to cast light
On what?
on her. I forget her name.
Two.
On 2? Sure. Do you have the light cantrip?
Just like her
I
nose.
do, but I don't have a focus or a holy symbol.
You do have a focus.
Yeah, we all got
Or,
one.
or did
You
I get a
guys got
focus?
the Dragonborn and the fucking druid found focus.
Two Dragonborn and a focus have, or two Dragonborn and the druid all have the 3
Seven
focus.
doesn't have a focus.
Oh, you took the focus. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you don't have a focus, so.
Yeah, see,
You recall them? You recall them using the amulets that they found to cast the magic?
Yeah.
You think maybe that if you had one.
Oh, you want to borrow
probably
this?
Cast.
Sure.
There you go.
And then I try
now,
I try again. I'm a cleric.
You cast light.
See, you
Hey!
could do it.
This opens up a new realm of
shiny.
possibilities.
Why did you make me shiny?
I don't know what I did.
He made you shiny.
I'll tell you what. You can hold on to that. I'll keep my powerful magic in reserve.
2 is basically a
Sounds-
Christmas tree.
Sounds good.
Well,
All right, let's keep going.
What?
No.
They're caved in.
What? They're both caved in?
Yeah.
yes, both the sides are kept in.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's
I
look for
I
two.
got a friend meeting me at the end anyway, so we should probably get back.
Why
You
did that
do?
portal lead us here?
Yeah, I make friends everywhere I go.
But why? are
Do you
we
mean-
here?
Do you mean the young girl from the tailors?
Yeah, I should have asked her name, huh?
I want to just kind of look around because I feel like we're missing something. Just see if I can.
You feel the ground shake.
Oh.
Like a
What is
small shake. Give me a perception.
Okay.
Oof. Good.
Which roll?
20.
20.
Okay. So you see from the south where the cave emerge one of these creatures. And you see from the rubble emerge another. And another. And another.
Charge.
It seems like they're coming from the earth. They're slowly digging their way out.
Yes, charge, but charge this way. Through
Let
the
us
portal.
return.
Yes, charging retreat.
Oh. Okay.
Well,
Zero's
follow the
always
light.
right.
We're not retreating. We're just attacking in that direction.
I'll hold him back.
Alright.
No, that's good. You could just come on through this portal here. The portal will hold them back
They're-
themselves.
I'm
There's
very sure
time
if we.
for all of us. You don't
As if
have
we
to
can
stay
turn it
here.
off.
Well,
Exactly.
last
As
time.
you heroically leap through the portal, you manage to escape with your lives, and the portal closes.
Oh, I fell down.
I was wondering what position you were in. It was really weird looking. Okay, back to the world we don't know.
Well, did we know any of the things in here either?
Nope. But we know
I
this world
think we-
better than the other one now.
Actually, no, we know that. We know the town pretty well.
I guess so.
I got a
Once
friend.
we know we have
once you
magic
guys
now.
start making your way up the tunnel, you can see that individually, all the lights slowly go flickering and start getting put out one by one.
Let's move
I cast a
faster.
light on one of the lights just to make good measure. Make sure it
Just to be
slows.
caught. Just,
Oh no!
ah!
Don't
Turn it
do that
off!
again.
I think now is the time for us to leave.
Yeah, this is gonna go a little faster. I can't believe I came out of that fight completely unscathed.
Yes, you did a good job.
Yeah, I did a good job poking the thing.
Yeah, let's go.
Back to the town.
I grabbed the bush too on the way back.
You wish
That
to
is my arm.
uplift the bush.
Yeah.
Okay. I need a. As you guys are fiddling around with the bush, who's trying to fiddle around with the bush?
I'm trying to close the trap door.
Yeah, you close the trapdoor, no problem. Are you Who's trying to upheave this brush?
I am.
Zero.
Give me a strength.
Yeah.
Yeah,
5.
you heave and heave and heave, and you think you give yourself. You start seeing black spots.
I go help him.
Sure,
Yeah,
you go help him.
I'm a
please.
little lightheaded.
As you're
Just-
as you're struggling with this brush, you take a look up top, and you notice through the canopy of the forest, you notice a large figure through the mist fly about.
It's a mist now?
There's always been mist.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you not see the mist?
Oh, I see.
You see some sort of figure, some large figure fly over the canopy, and it's heading west.
Towards the village.
Oh, that's dope.
You saw it for a brief second, and it looked pretty large, but due to the mist and the angle of the sun, you could see the silhouette. The speed was incredibly fast. Whatever this thing was, it was
It's
either
not
flying at a
stopping.
very high altitude or very, very fast.
Maybe
And it
we
just
sh-
booked it across the forest in mere seconds.
Maybe we should return.
We should get to town.
Okay.
Yes.
I don't like whatever that was.
Yes, let's follow it.
What? I mean, it was going way too fast to have stopped in town.
We'll find out.
Next time on Dragon Ball Z Abridged.
We begin channeling our Hearthstone.
Start channeling your Hearthstone.
It takes 1 hour of walking.
Alright. So we can call it there. We can pick up either you guys walking or arriving in town. Up to you.
Okay.
I'm going to.
Yeah, arriving would be fine, I think.